What's up, guys? Addicting Air here with podcast number 3 with Kyle Rose here.
So, dude.
Another fellow YouTuber.
Not really.
I'll leave his channel link in the description for you guys to watch, but he does go to my school, and they thought, we could have a nice chat.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe I'm here right now. This is so sick.
Why?
What, you got like 88 subs now?
Yeah.
89, 90?
I'm growing slowly.
Probably 90 by now.
Yeah. I mean, it's only been 2 months, so I'm growing.
But that's big progress in 2 months.
I think so.
Like, I've been like 2-3 weeks. I have 14 subs. And like, I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I mean, it's most of my family members, to be honest. My mom would like send like 50 texts to everyone, like, "Hey, watch the video."
Hey, that's a supportive family, though.
Yeah, she's committed too.
And that helps get it up the algorithm too. Like, if you're getting everyone in.
I guess so, but I mean, slowly, like every video I'd post like maybe 2 subscribers minimum.
Hey, that's hype though. That's hype.
Yeah.
I'm hyped if I get 1 from a video. Like, if I see that number go up during a day, like that propels me for the rest of the day. But
yeah. But it's mostly just like, I don't know, because when I started off with a thumbnail and editing, so maybe it's just like,
yeah.
should work on a thumbnail maybe.
Yeah, but I think that takes away from what I'm trying to do.
Well, I mean, you said you still want to cut your videos up, but that doesn't like throw away the thumbnail.
So the only reason why I'm cutting them is if I say something that, let's say, somehow miraculously I'm in a position where I have a good job or YouTube is my job in the future.
Right.
I don't want to nip me.
Okay.
Because there are certain things that I like almost said that I was like, I can't say this.
Well, then that's why you cut it out. It's fine. No one will ever know.
Yeah. Like, for the Chick-fil-A thing, there were a few cuts. One of them was because I went after Addison for her podcast deal. Addison? And I like said some pretty bad
I don't even
stuff.
know about that.
No, Addison Rae got a podcast deal with Spotify, like the Joe Rogan one. You know how Joe got
Yeah,
like
I know,
hundreds of
but
million?
can she even do a podcast?
I don't know. That's why I was like going at it. Like, all these TikTokers just doing podcasts now, and I'm like, it's smart, but who's gonna listen to you?
Well, I mean, the people who are gonna listen to the podcasts are probably not like TikTokers.
No, yeah, but it's just, I don't know who would listen to that. Like, the Hype House has a podcast. Like, you're not listening to the people. That. You're not listening to the people that invited over Tekashi for a collab.
Yeah, okay. I heard he just kind of showed up without most of them knowing. But.
No. But so Thomas, one of the head guys at the Hype House, like, invited him over, and he was like, "All surprise everyone." With the
Imagine that.
Oh my god.
That's interesting, but I don't know. It's a career, but you can make fun of it. It's fine, honestly. The podcast doesn't matter. Like, no one's gonna come after you. Like, oh my god, you dissed my girl.
Bad stuff.
Nah, it's okay. But thumbnails you should definitely work on. It's really not that hard.
I know it's not hard, but it's like I don't know. I don't want to give people a reason to try and find my videos.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So you don't want people to watch, or you
I want people to watch, but I want people to like watch out of their own interest, not to watch because like, oh, there's some clickbait thumbnail or there's a title that like is deceiving or something like that.
But that's also the fun of it, is to like create like the thumbnails. It's like almost like art, it doesn't have to even be like the podcast. I literally just put like the name of the podcast and who I'm talking to. Yeah. Like a screenshot of this right now. Yeah. That's just the thumbnail. It takes like, I don't know, a minute, 2 minutes.
Yeah, but your channel's sick though. Like,
I had to start where you started too.
Yeah. Like, it's not that I don't know how to edit or I don't want to do the thumbnail. It's not something that for some reason I see myself doing.
No, I mean,
yeah,
you'll get to it maybe if you want to grow it even more. But I mean, so far they're pretty good. I like the mukbang. Yeah, it's interesting.
Oh no, me and Luca are gonna be mukbanging every Saturday now.
Oh really? So that's pretty good.
I'm trying to see if I can convince him to let people sit in the back seat, like a different person in the back seat every week.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Maybe I can have him on the podcast.
Yeah, no, I think he'd be more than happy to come.
Yeah, he seems like a cool guy.
Did you see his most recent video?
Yeah, it was like
I was so confused.
It was a little bit fast. Like the beginning, I didn't understand.
Yeah,
like
well, because he just the intro, like, it was a reference to like it was a old TikTok, I think. Like, what do you guys do here? Oh, well, we throw rocks at Kevin.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm not into that TikTok
but
culture. Well, I mean, it was interesting how you like blurred out all your bad words. with the chicken noise.
He made me look so bad.
I mean, you only used like 1 minute.
Yeah, but every other word was just like bleeped out, and it's just so bad.
Yeah, but it was an interesting. It was good.
Yeah.
It was not bad for his second video.
Yeah. Hey, we'll take it.
Yeah,
so, what's your plan? What are you gonna do? Are you trying to make this your full-time thing?
I literally have nothing better to do. It's not that like I have like a job or anything. I actually have nothing to do. Like online school made it easier, and I have like 4 electives.
Yeah.
Or 3 electives.
Oh my god, that's why you're in ceramics.
Yeah, no, I'm in ceramics, cooking, like all the easy stuff, and investments.
Investments is so sick.
Yeah.
With Papada.
Yeah, of course. Who else?
You should get him on a podcast.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
I bet he'd do it too.
Maybe actually.
Like tell his story about all of his investments and his time as a broker, and it's just.
I might like I'm gonna grow this a little bit until I ask him because
you don't want him to be like
it kind of sucks.
75 subs.
No, he'd do it anyways. I just need to get used to it. Because I haven't had like a grown. I had my dad, but like.
No, of course. The one if your dad was sick though.
Yeah.
I love that conversation.
Yeah, but it was more like an interview than a podcast.
Well, no, but like that's what most podcasts seem to be. Like the ones that I listen to, at least. Like Joe Rogan's like mostly interviewing the people.
Yeah, well, because the people he interviews are like famous celebrities that have done like tons of things. Is the camera fine?
Yeah, no, it looks good.
Is. Okay, I keep looking because I don't expect this camera to record. Sometimes it just freezes. Like whenever I record my gameplays, it just freezes.
Oh, okay.
But it's a good ass setup for.
Hey, you have a really good setup. Like the lighting too.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit scuffed.
Hey, but it doesn't need to be perfect. Like for what it is, it's pretty damn good.
Thank you. I mean.
Hey, I don't have any lighting.
I didn't start. Well, actually, I did start.
I have a blue snowball, but that's not going to work for a 2-person conversation.
I mean, you can kind of just put in the middle. And these are like $40 each on Amazon.
That's true.
So
these they look so professional. That's the thing.
Yeah, well, I
when Noah started talking about it, I was like, oh damn, he's right.
Yeah. So, what about you? What have you been doing these quarantine days?
I learned how to barbecue. That was pretty fun.
Oh yeah, I see it on your Snapchat stories.
No, I'm so proud of myself every time I do it.
It's a good thing to learn.
No, at first I was like, this must be so hard, and I was so scared to touch anything because I just thought I'd burn it.
Really?
Yeah, and then it's just
you've never been to like those Korean barbecues where there's just like a
I haven't.
Really? Oh wow, then we need to go once together. That's an experience. That's literally just barbecuing, just mini barbecue for yourself.
Yeah, but barbecuing is so much fun.
Yeah, if you just do that, then you would have learned. That's how I learned, by just going to Korean barbecues and just eventually. It's just, you just need to learn like how it looks, like how much you want to cook, like if you want to, medium or well done. You have to tell by the outside. It just comes with practice. But after like 3-4 times.
Oh yeah, no, after like 2 or 3 times I'm golden now. I can like get my own sausages going.
Yeah.
Get some steak. I ask people how they want their steaks now. It's not just like they're done when they're done.
Yeah. That's the good life. So are you still a lifeguard or?
Yeah, I'm still a lifeguard. So I've been doing that for 2.5, almost 3 years now.
Oh, okay.
And it's fun. I don't want to get into it because I don't know if my boss will look this up one day.
I don't know if I'm gonna blow up, and if I blow up, this will be like one of my first videos.
That's what I was thinking on my drive here. Like in 10 years, we might be having the same discussion in like a completely different way.
Maybe.
And like that's the entire reason why I'm like doing YouTube right now in the first place. Like if it wasn't for you and me seeing like your channel like start and watching you like post, I don't think I would have done it when I did. Because like for a few weeks I was like, oh, I should do this, and I just didn't do it. Yeah. And every day it was like, I'll do it today, and then I'm like sitting there in bed at night. Well, guess it's tomorrow.
Yeah. No, I was thinking about it for like a year almost.
Yeah.
I don't watch Netflix or Hulu. I'm only on YouTube. Like I like user created content. It's just more fun to me to watch like someone, because I know now that I've made the videos, I know like the kind of process that went into it to make a kind of video like that.
You haven't watched anything on Netflix or Hulu?
I mean, I do. Okay, that's a lie, but like,
because like I completely agree. I prefer like personal made stuff by different creators that are like on their own, doing their own thing. Maybe have like an editor helping them out, whatever. But like, it's more personal because then it's that person, it's what they're doing, and it's them to you instead of like whatever storyline's being portrayed. But
no, that's why I created it. I don't know. I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna be big on YouTube. Just click create channel. But I'm working on advertising right now. I've created an Instagram and a Twitter for it, but I haven't really done anything with it yet. I don't know how it works, really.
I mean, like, I know I very easily, like, if I was doing this to try and make it big, I could just post it on my story every day. But it's like, there's certain people that I know will, like, come at me for, like,
really?
YouTuber. Yeah. Like,
but I know that already.
If the soccer team sees this.
Really? Yeah. Well, aren't you, like, one of the best on the team?
No, I'm not. No? I'm not one of the best on the team.
You wouldn't say, like, top 5? Top 10?
I might be the best... left-footed. No, I don't even know if I'm the best left-footed player.
Oh, okay. Damn, that's kind of... But no, I feel like you could be. Well, what position do you play on the field?
I think Joss is playing this year. Joss is definitely.
He plays midfield though, doesn't he? Or he plays wing?
He plays like wing. For his club team, I think he plays like left back or something. But
yeah, I was making fun of him for playing left back because I've seen him play and he's like really aggressive. I'm like, why are you playing left back?
No, because from left back you get up and down in most formations now. The way that it's being coached, the left back gets into the attack. Like he's the widest person. He gets in, makes crosses, whatever. So.
Well, you guys play 5 in the back, 4 in the back, or you can't really stand information?
We tried 3 in the back. Yeah,
3 in the back
with 2 center backs, and then we had Jonah play. Do you know Jonah?
Yeah, I know Jonah quite.
We had Jonah play. Really? He's a midfielder. He does. So we didn't have a good year last year.
Okay, so 3 in the back is that? So you're gonna go to 5 or 4?
No, I think we're still gonna try and do 3 this year, but it's a different coach, and we have new players this year. Obviously, every year new players. Some people leave, but.
Yeah, but, I mean, you could win. I've never watched a whole soccer game, but always there was practices.
Don't come. Really? We'll wait a few games. We'll see if we win it all.
And then go. What if I decide to record a vlog at the soccer game?
Hey, you might see Logan Paul then.
Oh, I don't want to see that guy.
You showed up last year. Come on now. Free clout.
Free clout? Free clout. I met Logan Paul at my school.
No, Shayar roasted him on Logan's channel. It's like one of the freshmen.
Yeah.
He was like sitting on the sideline just roasting him. And it was so funny. He bleeped out his name though when he tried to shout himself out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Logan's like, oh, what's your name? oh, my name. Logan Paul. Like he did his own ad lib over it. It's so mean.
Yeah. Maybe I see him. Maybe partner gets on the podcast. Imagine if he came on my podcast. That'd be crazy.
Hey, be more intellectual than impulsive. Have you tried watching his podcast?
Oh, it kind of hurts. Like, Logan himself is okay, but whoever his friend is kind of...
Oh, Big Mike?
Yeah, I don't like that guy. He just kind of, like, makes it worse.
I've heard bad things about him, but...
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to happen to him. So, whenever you're lifeguard, did you ever, see someone drown? Or, like,
So, I've had to save one person. It was like this 4-year-old kid in a swim lesson. So we have like the small pool.
Yeah.
So there's like the Olympic sized pool, and then off to the side there's a small pool.
Okay.
And when we're guarding the small pool, all the kids sit on the step. We sit behind them, and the instructor will take one at a time to help them like kick or whatever. These are like kids that have never swam before. So we got like, we'll say his name's Timmy. We got little Timmy here sitting next to 2 other people. And little Timmy decides it's his turn, even though the instructor's on the other side of the small pool with a kid. So little Timmy just hops in. So I literally just go, like, pick him up, back on the step.
Oh, okay.
But other than that, like, a few people, because it's a huge facility, tennis courts, like, gym in the back, a few studio rooms. So whenever something happens over there, we need to go and respond. So I've like seen a kid that's like cracked his head, like falling back, playing tennis.
Oh shit!
And like a few old people that have walked through and like fallen. And it is my job because
as a lifeguard.
Yeah, legally, I'm a certified first responder. So if anything happens anywhere in the facility, I have a legal obligation to step in and help them.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's
so like if something happens over on the tennis courts, we have a radio. The front desk will like call us over, like, hey. Tennis court number, like insert the number 17, 19, whatever. There are like 18 tennis courts back there.
Jesus.
So it's like if you don't know where you're going, that could be a problem in itself. But it's
so you also have to learn like CPR and stuff like that. So was that pretty easy? I've heard like people just want to do it just because.
I mean, I didn't have a problem getting the cert. It wasn't like, all right, one more try and you fail.
Right.
But I know a lot of people, like the people in my class, like a lot of them shouldn't have gotten certified.
Okay, well, like driver's license
like driver's license is the same thing. Like if you fail it 3 times, you should have to like take a year off and maybe think about like what you did.
No, I know some people that shouldn't have their driver's licenses, but I mean, I haven't actually got mine yet.
No?
No, I just have nowhere to go, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a job, or I don't go to parties or anything over the weekend. I'm not that type of guy.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, I have a job, but I'm not going anywhere.
Does it pay well enough for you to be a first responder?
I mean, I get paid reasonably well. Like, for the first 2 years, I got paid base pay.
So, like, minimum wage.
Yeah, and after, like, 6 months, I want to say I was training people how to do the job. So, for a year and a half, I was basically, like, one of the more trusted people there. And I was making minimum wage still. And there are people making, like, $16 an hour, $20 an hour. So that was frustrating. But I'm at the point where I'm getting, like, reasonably paid now for what I have to do. And I'm, like, very content with it. But
yeah,
it's a love-hate, man. Having a minimum wage, like, level job.
It's if you enjoy it at this point, because I guess, you're not going for, like, your full-time career. So any money on the side is decent money.
Well, I need to pay for gas and car insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as you get older, it'll become cheaper.
Yeah, hopefully.
It should, because if you're like your mid-20s and you haven't been like a crash, then they lower your rate. They should lower your rate.
Yeah. So have you like gone into stock market at all during quarantine?
Oh, okay. Well,
tried a little investing?
No, not really. I mean, I've been looking at it, but I haven't really gone the extra mile, because my mom just got a job that pays well. Like, we used to be living off of just my dad's wage, but now my mom's working too and making a decent wage. So I'm telling her to, whatever money you make, you should probably just put it in the stock market.
Yeah.
So you don't get the inflation and all that stuff.
No, of course.
But I still don't know what to do. Do I go mutual fund? Do I go into just a single stock?
I mean, it depends what you're trying to do with it. So if you're just trying to get it so it goes up with inflation, whatever, you invest in like a blue chip company like Amazon, like one of the big companies that is not going to go bankrupt in like a year or two. And you just watch it grow. And that's like putting your savings away. That money is going to be good. It keeps growing.
Well, I mean, it's still not guaranteed that it'll be good. It could always fall.
No, of course. There's always that small chance. But those are the relatively more safer options to go for a blue chip company. And then you could do the more moderate stuff, which is what I do, where you see a company, it goes through, has a recession, something doesn't go well. Yeah. Take your pick. All the cruise lines right now, because who's going to go on a cruise?
No one.
No one's going to go on a cruise right now. Oh, and they can't, because CDC is not letting them open up, whatever. But that's separate. Or you find something like a new tech startup, not a penny stock, but something that's somewhat well established.
Yeah.
My example would be Workhorse. Have you heard of Workhorse?
No, what does that do?
So it's a last mile, I'm trying to think, shipping company. Okay. So for FedEx, UPS, even Amazon, all of them have different stages. So first thing, you get out of the factory, on a truck, train, whatever, get it to a bigger port. Oh. So you're going to get to an airport or a shipping port.
Right, from the warehouse.
Put it on a ship or a plane, send it over. And then you get it to the main city that you want it to get to. It's going to show up in some big packaging area.
All right.
And then is the last mile. So the last mile is let's say you order a package today. Where's it going to come from?
The nearest facility.
Yeah. So nearest facility is probably Burbank, somewhere center of the valley, a little more industrial. So the last mile truck is what would get from Burbank to here.
And that's what Workhorse does?
Yeah. So it's a fully electric truck that can get from Burbank to here. You can get from anywhere to anywhere, small distance, put 300 packages in the back and just take it out for a day, get everything delivered.
Let me just make sure it's recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, just making sure, because it's a pretty good conversation. That's interesting though, because I always thought, because it was just because I actually ordered something from UPS and they just have their own truck.
Yeah.
So I've never seen a different type of truck come in. I mean, I'm not paying attention to it, but it's always the company's truck.
Yeah. So it's still the company's truck, but Workhorse is one of the car manufacturers that makes the truck. Yeah. So right now they have a few thousand that are being run by Ryder, which is a truck rental company. Okay. So let's say if you want to move your house somewhere else and you put everything, pack it away into the truck.
Okay.
You could rent it from the Ryder, and then they've done tests with UPS. A few big blue chip companies are interested in buying from them, but the thing right now that's keeping it going is USPS, the United States Postal Service. they have a contract right now that they're looking for people to like fulfill.
Oh, right. Okay.
Worth $8 billion.
Oh,
they want fully electric trucks made in the U.S. and they're like 2 suitable companies right now to like be in the running for it. So Workhorse, and then Ford and like some like Asian conglomerate that they're gonna make it with.
That's insane. That's a lot of money.
So even if they get 10% of that,
that's a lot.
Especially
for the stock.
$800 million.
That's insane.
And the stock's like $30 a piece right now. I bought it at 20 like a few months ago, and it went down to 15 for a while. And I was just like,
I mean, it's okay though. Does it pay dividend?
They haven't been around long enough.
Oh, okay.
The company's been here for like 2 or 3 years.
It's fine though. It's not that much, like $30.
But I found
20,
out.
Sorry.
Yeah, I found out about it on TikTok. Like all the guys that bought it as a penny stock that wrote it up from like $3 to $17 a stock.
Yeah.
And they're all talking about like, oh, look at this great investment I made. And it's like, I don't care. You're going to sell it right now anyways.
That's true.
Like $1 to $17 is unheard of.
Yeah. I mean, everything goes up in value. But especially they're trying to do the elections like postal. Like that's going to be. Well, yeah, I don't know how they're going to do that.
Obviously, it's too short term for them to be able to fulfill that.
I still don't know how that's going to turn out because I don't know how many ballots are in the U.S. or that people are going to vote. And I don't even know why it's postal because you could always just have like a line, just social distance out the line.
Well, yeah, but it's the way I'm looking at it, like because people are going in person to protest in person, like voting.
Oh, so
people are going in person to go protest and say we shouldn't have to vote in person.
Okay, well that does make sense.
Yeah. So I see it as like a very political thing. Like maybe this will benefit us if we have mail-in.
Probably, but it just seems like it's hard to keep track of because.
No, of course it's gonna be insane, and it's so easy for a postman to be like, "Well, these don't need to get delivered today."
Yeah, it could be
like you just pull up to someone with a Trump house, and they give you their
letter. You don't keep it or you throw it away.
You can do whatever you want. So it's concerning. Just politics in America.
It is.
I'm not sure if
I don't know why. Yeah, if you don't want to, it's fine. It's just I don't know why they did it, but. I mean, that's the way it is right now.
I mean, it's a weird world we live in, too, though.
Yeah.
Like, we're the only state that's not, like, we don't have restaurants open for indoors yet.
That's our state, yeah.
Gyms aren't open yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's interesting. We're the only state.
We're
in New York,
yeah.
I guess.
But it's just, I was looking at the numbers this morning because everyone was like, coronavirus just reached 200,000, like, deaths. That's horrible. Right. And I'm like, that is horrible. But there are 350 million people in this country.
Yeah, which is
so if you look at it, it's not even 1%.
Yeah, I was saying that at the beginning, but you have to be careful with what you say outside because you know if you say hey, it's not killing as much as we think, people like
No, and that's not to write off the deaths as like these people don't matter. But when you look at the grand scheme of things, like this isn't a bubonic plague that's killing off a third of the population.
Like more people die from smoking. No, smoking is legal.
My doctor said that the flu is more dangerous. The only difference between coronavirus and the traditional flu is that the flu has a vaccine. And every year it comes out a new vaccine and we can plan for it, we can save people for it. But the world doesn't shut down for the flu.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying that too, to be honest with you. But I'm not a certified doctor, so if I say it's like, you're crazy. But if a doctor says it, then No,
by no means am I saying that I have anything. But like this is like what Joe would say, bro science. He's a professional in bro science, and that's if I've done any sort of research, I'm an expert in this subject. And it's like I'm by no means an expert, but I didn't have anything to do for 6 months. And for 2 or 3 of those months at the end, we were still in school. And we were being told we can't go back to school. You can't have a summer. You're going to stay inside and you're going to do nothing. So from that perspective, I was like, okay, well, I'm at least going to know why.
Yeah.
And I want to know if it's justifiable. Because at first, like, Trump comes out with the travel bans. We're like, oh, this is serious.
Yeah.
And then we all stay inside. And that's a very good response when you don't know something.
Right.
But, like, 2-3 months later, the more we find out about it, the more questions come up. Like, well, is this really as dangerous as it is? The CDC says don't wear a mask. Then they say wear a mask. Yeah. And they're back to don't wear a mask.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Or they're like, oh, wear a mask with a respirator. The respirator doesn't do anything. Don't wear the respirator. It helps transmit more. And it's...
Well, that's why speculation rises up because we don't know. And it's better for them to say we don't know than say something that, you know, isn't true. Or even if it's like 50% they think it's true, I still believe that you should say like, we don't know, you know, because it's just easier that way. Because now it becomes like a conflict when you find out things.
Of course, but from just looking on, knowing what I know, it's just frustrating. Because you can look at all the statistical data in the world, and it will show that this is nowhere near as deadly as this or that or this or that or this or that. And the higher you look, it's like coronavirus is down here, and there's probably a list of 100 things that kill more people per capita than coronavirus does.
Yeah, it's just, well, now when you're in it, you know, you think it's going to be worse than it is. But now that I think it's pretty much slowing down.
No, it is. Like, if you look at like during the middle of summer, what was everyone saying? Flatten the curve, flatten the curve. Once the curve's flattened, it won't matter. We flattened the curve. Like, I was looking at the numbers this morning just to make sure. Middle of summer for California, 12,000 deaths was the peak.
All right.
And now we're sitting at, I believe it's like 3,000 deaths.
Okay.
Or, sorry, cases.
So more than flattened.
No. Oh, my God. I just screwed that up.
It's okay. So this is where you cut it.
12,000 cases per day.
12,000 cases.
Now we're at 3,000 cases per day.
That's pretty good.
The curve has been 75% flattened.
But we're still close.
I could be wrong. The numbers might not be exact. There's a good chance that it might just be like 50% down. Mm-hmm. But per median, the issues have changed. Like, instead of focusing on flattening the curve, they're like, well, until we get a vaccine, we don't have a vaccine. Most people don't even want the first vaccine.
I wouldn't want the first. I mean, I'm gonna have my aunt on here. She took microbiology, and you know, even after she took that, she doesn't like vaccines. Just the whole point of, because the vaccine, it's the actual virus. Yeah. But like, apparently it's weaker. So they put it into your body, and then they hope that your body adjusts to it, and that's a vaccine.
I thought it was a dead version of the virus or something, just to introduce it so you can create an antibody.
Yeah, but it has to also know how it, I guess, functions. So it's just like a weaker version of it. So it won't like kill you, but like, because like, you know, any kind of vaccine is just the virus itself, just weaker or dead. I'm not sure if it's dead or weaker, but even then, that's kind of like counterintuitive to like inject yourself with it. Random people walking by. Just isn't. He's territorial.
Yeah, he's a good dog though. Hey, if he's there to scare off, good dog.
Yeah, I guess.
I know a lot of dogs that would just stay here even if someone walks through the room, just not react.
Nah, it's different, but yeah, back to the virus. It's just weird.
It's horrible.
But hopefully we're at the end of it. I saw Gavin Newsom tweet. I don't know if it was real, but someone screenshotted like about having electric cars.
Oh, I saw that. By 2035. Gas-powered or anything that's not fully electric will be banned from the state of California.
That's not going to happen. To be honest with you, that's going to ruin California as as a state to live in, because
I mean, a lot of things that the state government's been doing though doesn't look that great. Like, I think maybe a few months ago, back when like Uber and they were having all their problems,
that's what I was going to say. Yeah.
They were like repealing like different anti-discrimination laws. Mm-hmm. So that within the state of California, they could promote things for Black-owned businesses, so that different like minorities can be thrusted into the like center, and so they could give advantages to those businesses. Yeah, and I mean, I don't have a problem with that. Like, sure, they should be encouraged, whatever. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, those anti-discrimination laws could come back to bite us in, let's say, 5-10 years if something changes. Like, if that means that, like, oh, well, we don't like Jewish businesses anymore. The Jewish people don't support Palestine. So we're going to say that Jewish businesses should not be allowed to, like, it could easily go down a very slippery slope.
It's just, I feel like it's California itself. It's almost like it wants to become separate from the world. Like,
if we had, I've been telling people this for a long time. If we had a water source that could supply California, we wouldn't be a part of the United States.
Yeah, I guess, but even then, I don't know how that would go. Like, as a separate entity, just have a California republic. That's kind of weird.
I could see it.
But then any law under the U.S. doesn't apply to us. Yeah, they have to rewrite everything, and I feel like that's so much. They'd be
fine with that. Gavin would take pride in writing out a constitution.
That would be crazy, but I mean, it's possible. It's definitely possible. But I mean, they've been doing, like, even with the Uber situation. Like, why would you want Uber to? What was it? I thought they're trying to make Uber like all their employees not be contractors.
Yeah.
So they would be liable for anything that happens to them. They would have to cover them insurance wise.
I was reading about that though, and I want to say it was 1/4 of the contractors wanted to be unionized, and the other 3/4 wanted to be like private contractors.
Yeah, because it depends if you're covered by insurance or not. Then your pay is definitely less.
Yeah, but if you unionize, then like a chunk of your daily salary, a chunk of your hourly, a chunk of everything goes to the union.
Yeah,
and whether you benefit from that or not, it's like a communal source that like will make sure everyone gets by, and this is an opportunity for everyone to have the same level.
Yeah, I mean the teachers do that. It's the teachers union.
Yeah, but the teachers union isn't doing itself any favor. That's the reason why we're still at home right now. I hope you know that.
Really?
Because of the teacher unions.
I don't know. I know some people. I know Miss Foley is like I don't know. She's kind of up there with the union.
Oh, so she's like a union rep?
I'm pretty sure that's what she told us. So, she's old enough to where it is dangerous for her, I think.
No, I don't. But so what I was reading up on was because Germany, South Africa, a lot of major countries sent their kids back to school like months ago. And from what they found, and I read this stat like a month ago, so it might have changed by now. But there was not one case of coronavirus that was transferred from a student to a teacher.
Yeah.
Throughout like 10 or 12 major countries that were like having school. And that's because everyone goes in, they're wearing masks, they're doing school as they normally would.
Yeah. And
the chances of us contracting it are like less than 1%.
No, our school is really small. For a high school, we have like a really small school.
Really?
1,800 kids? El Camino is like double that.
Yeah, but like for LA it might be small. But for the rest of the country, like almost 2,000 kids is still a pretty big school.
Maybe for high, I don't know, but in LA definitely, because El Camino there's a lot of kids and it's like it's definitely bigger than our school, no doubt, but it's still dense, and like the schools like the classes are all next to each other.
Yeah.
For them it seems more dangerous than for something like us, where it's like there's like 25 kids in our classes, 20 kids now. They're trying to like spread it out.
Yeah.
But maybe I don't know. I said one of my teachers said maybe in November we might go back.
I mean,
November.
From what I know, the teacher union was like, all right, well, it's either coronavirus gets cured or you meet this, this, and this. This is what we want.
Right.
And we can go back to school right now. If you meet these requirements, if you like give us this amount of pay, you give us like these rights, you expand our vacation hours or sick hours or whatever it is. Or it's when coronavirus gets cured. So it's like, just people are using it for political reasons, and that's not what should happen.
No, definitely companies are making money off of it. I said in my other podcast, but airlines are making like Carnival Cruises could do this too. I don't know why they don't do it, but it's literally just a plane to nowhere. Like it spins around and lands in the same airport. Like it's like a tour bus.
And people are paying.
And people are paying for it.
Why?
That's what I was thinking.
Why?
But the fact that that's a service in the first place is
I saw that and I'm like, there's not a chance it's a flight to nowhere, because I saw the like on my recommended on YouTube, like people are paying for a flight to nowhere, and I'm like, I'm not even watching it.
Yeah,
because the last time I watched it, like, oh, there's a train with no passengers that runs from here to here, and I'm like, okay,
what's the point?
Well, it was to like to keep the route going, to like get around some like government loopholes, whatever.
Oh, okay.
But
it's interesting. So I heard you have a girlfriend, though. How's that going?
That's going okay, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not going bad.
So how long have you guys been together?
A few months.
Okay, so it's pretty new then.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys met over quarantine?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this a person from school?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's not?
You don't know this person.
Oh, really?
You want to hear the story? You might like it.
Oh, yeah, okay, let's get it.
So... flashback, end of last year, I was in Spanish class. I wasn't paying attention. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, how am I going to meet someone right now?
No way.
So I go to Google Forms and I create a girlfriend application.
You're serious?
I'm dead serious. I can show it to you right now if you want.
It's a Google Form application.
I made a Google Form.
Okay.
And it was like a legitimate girlfriend application. And I'm like made like serious questions like, where do you see yourself in 5-10 years? Are you currently employed? Like, do you have a job?
Right.
Can you cook? Because I can cook. I don't want to be the only one cooking.
Okay, that's fair.
It's a genuine question, not misogynistic. Don't come at me. And it was just like serious questions like, what do you see as your worst trait as a person?
Okay.
And I was just like, there's nothing else to do. I can't physically go and meet people.
And you shared it with people.
I sent it to every girl on my Snapchat.
Okay.
I sent this to like 200
That's bold.
people.
That's really bold, to be honest with you. I mean, I literally have random people on my Snap to advertise my YouTube, so I.
That's what you do.
So they are all in Calabasas, but even then, that's kind of like that's weird. But so you got how many responses did you get?
I got like 15 responses.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good ratio out of
I was pretty satisfied with that. Like there were 20, but like 5 of them were guys and 2 of them were duplicates. So 15.
Okay. That's pretty good still.
Okay.
I don't know what they are.
I'll take whichever one you don't want.
No, don't do that to me.
No, you gotta choose.
I actually don't know, and I don't really care. This is more. I think this is. Coffee.
Are we guessing?
It says coffee tea on top. This is probably like a smoothie. So, your choice. I honestly don't care.
I'll take some coffee, man. I'll take some coffee.
That's all.
Get me railed up for the rest of this combo.
Now we got. Damn. Now I feel bad for Noah. He didn't get boba on his podcast.
Hey, Noah, if you're watching this. This one's for you. You can vicariously drink this through me. Okay. I think that's like passion fruit or something.
I have no idea. Don't ask me. I guess it's more exciting than water.
Hey, I'm a big fan of water. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I try and stay away from caffeine as much as I can.
I don't drink coffee at all. I've never had it. Well,
tea, anything? You drink anything? Like tea? Coffee?
Tea I do because it's a Persian household. Like, tea is like everywhere. But anything else, probably not. So wait, back to your girlfriend application. I don't want you to run away from this. So you got 15 responses. Mm-hmm. And so what, you looked at all of them and like...
Yeah, no, I went through... I had a resume section at the bottom, like a Dropbox that was optional. I got 2 resumes, too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Went through. Was there pictures in the response? Or you didn't see their faces, so it was like a blind date almost.
Yeah. Oh, the tapioca, man.
You want more water?
I'm good, I got water.
Okay.
I don't have COVID. Don't worry. I'm good.
Nah, it's okay. I'm immune to. I believe I'm immune to it because I already had.
You probably are.
So.
Yeah, no. So 15 people just went through, and at the bottom, like it was like resume Dropbox, and leave your phone number here to be contacted regarding the application process. So I like texted a few of them, like talked to like 1 or 2 for a bit, and then I ended up talking to the one that became my girlfriend for like few months, and then we like met, and yeah.
Okay.
I don't really know what else to say about it, but
so they're not from the school, so then they're from Agora, probably. No. Oh.
No, they're far. You're not gonna know this person. You're not gonna
They left comments in your YouTube videos though.
Yeah.
So then it's that girl named Holly.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was looking, I was like, hey, no way someone comments twice.
She's supportive.
No, I can tell. I can tell. Like, if I see a comment and she comments twice on, like, a video, like, then I know that's probably your girlfriend.
Yeah.
As I was trying to guess, but it was kind of obvious.
She might be watching right now.
Yeah, you could link the video, I guess. Free viewer for me, I guess.
Yeah.
But, so what, I heard she's vegan, right? I heard in the mukbang you said she's vegan. So how's that, like, if you go on a date and, because you're not vegan.
Yeah, but it's, like, most vegan food isn't that bad.
Oh, so you eat vegan with her? Like every time?
Yeah, well, I mean, if it's healthy. But there's also times where it's like she wants me to try like the stuff that she likes more. So like vegan pizza, would not recommend.
What do they use instead of cheese?
It looks like a pizza.
Okay, obviously.
And the bread's the same, sauce is the same. Vegan cheese is like some sort of like potato starch. Mm-hmm. And like a few other stuff mixed in, like probably cashews or something. And it's
Mojo. Relax.
Come on, Mojo.
That's my mom.
Hi, I'm Kyle.
Shala.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Come on, Mojo.
It gets excited when my mom gets home. That's why. Yeah.
I need a dog, man.
Yeah.
Have I told you about my vision for if I get rich and famous?
Okay, we'll finish your girlfriend story.
Fine.
So I want to hear about this vegan pizza.
It's just like, it's fatty,
Right.
and that's how they like emulate cheese, and it looks like cheese. So like has the appearance of cheese. It's the same probably like dietary use as cheese,
Okay.
if not worse.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't taste like cheese. So it's like the expectation and the reality just like collide.
Okay.
And you're just like, it looks like cheese. It smells kind of like cheese. This ain't cheese though. And it weighs you down too because it's just like so fatty.
So
I don't know how to talk about, but like acai bowls, completely vegan, dank.
Right.
Super dank. Don't know if you've had one. They slap.
Acai bowls? Yeah, like
a
the purple
guarana bowl.
stuff.
Oh my. Those are good.
Yeah, I mean, not everything has to be, but I just think it wouldn't be kind of awkward, like if you're sitting there with like chicken on a plate.
I've taken her to Chick-fil-A.
Oh, okay, and she would get like a salad.
No, so they have a kale crunch salad. So
Okay.
she'd get like 2 of those because they're a side. They're like that big.
Okay.
And then I'm just
But it's
there
not awkward
stuffing
or
my
anything?
face with chicken. No, because I don't care.
I know, but I just thought it would just be like like an awkward like scene to be like
Not really. It's like she understands that it like brings me a lot of joy to eat that chicken.
That's interesting though. 'Cause I always thought if you're vegan, you had to like date someone that at least is vegetarian.
I
It
mean-
doesn't have to be vegan completely, but like
I've considered going vegan, but like the vegan cheese kind of messed it up for me.
yeah. I mean, you could go vegetarian though. You could still have cheese. That like as a halfway.
Yeah, but I don't want to like half do it, you know?
It's not half doing it. It's just vegan is just every animal product. So even bath products that have like anything like I don't know, cow, or if it's skin related.
I'm not sure if she goes that far. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't
Really?
asked her if she
I mean, if
uses
she's
like
vegan, then she would like no animal products, which is not that hard to find.
Yeah.
Without animal products, but like nothing, no leather or
yeah.
stuff like that. But vegetarian, you could just not have meat or chicken, but have cheese and everything else. It's like a halfway, but it's still, I guess, helping. I don't know how it helps because they're still getting killed.
I mean, yeah.
But I mean, you could do your part.
I understand, or at least like it relieves your moral obligation of feeling like you're contributing to that.
Okay, yeah.
So like that's how I view it. Like it makes sense. Like if I had to sit down and watch those documentaries, like I'd feel bad.
Yeah.
But then I'd also be at Chick-fil-A the next day for lunch.
Yeah, that's.
And Chick-fil-A has its own bag of problems. I understand. Everyone's like, oh, they support like these anti-gay things.
Well,
they support this,
That's
that.
just because they're Christian, though.
Yeah.
You can't do anything. That's just against their religion. Then that would almost be like going against their religion, and religion-based conflict is really hard.
Nike uses slave labor, and you don't see the same girls being like, don't use Nike. They're bad. They're like,
Every company, I mean,
they donated to Hillary, so we like them. Like, that's how politicized it is, and it's just horrible.
Yeah.
It's like if you're gonna pick and choose your battles, like you don't like this organization because they do something bad, you need to go against everyone. Apple's out there using like slave labor to make products. Like you could look at it, like the amount of Uyghurs being used in China for slave labor. Like you go down the list, it's like 80 huge like blue chip companies, like well-known brands that try and give themselves like a family-friendly like name.
Yeah.
And it's just, I just hate thinking about it. People are being like abused that way.
That's just how they make profit, though. To maximize profit, they just need.
But that's horrible.
I'm not saying it's good. It's definitely
that a company would
fair.
sacrifice their moral and ethical values to make an extra like $5 a product or whatever it might be, because it's already hella cheap for them. Like their margins are insane.
Yeah, obviously.
To create like an iPhone, I can't imagine it's over $100.
Probably not.
It's probably somewhere in the range of like 20 to 50.
Yeah, and then they sell like 5 times more
for $1,000 or $1,500, depending on which one you get, which variant. It's just insane.
That is. But I don't know how. They have to work though, because they're probably not going to find another job. That's why they're stuck in the situation where they have to work for such a low wage.
Well, I mean, that's what it's like in Dubai. Because I know they get brought in with contracts with like, oh, we'll give you this will be great, we'll pay you this much.
Right.
And then they show up and we're like, Guess who's not getting paid today?
Yeah.
And then they're just indentured servants for the rest of their life, working out the debt that they couldn't pay back because there's no physical way for them to pay it back.
That's true.
It's just like the more you research about the world, the less happy it is.
So stop researching is what you're trying to say.
Well, no, but it's like, it's just, what are you going to share? Like, on your Joe. That just came out. I'm so sorry.
Well, it's okay. That's why editing exists.
Save that for a compilation later down the line.
Oh, I didn't think about that, but yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. Like, in a few weeks, I'm going to make a compilation of all of my yawns and just put it together and, like, get a 10-minute video of me just yawning.
Okay, that's a pretty... Then you should title the video 10 minutes of me yawning.
Yeah.
But you have to put the ... at the end, too. The triple dots at the end make a big difference.
Do they?
I don't know. I mean, I've been looking around how to... I keep changing my, like, title how I do it. But the podcast is probably going to be, like, consistent. But...
Are you doing the caps lock titles right now?
Depends what it is. If it's, like... what I think is, like, for example, like, my swimming video, it was, like, a short title. And it was, like, you know, like, a big event. So I was, like, all caps. But something like this podcast is more like, I don't know, lot like intellectual and, you know, talking. So I would put like, you know, just capitalize usually the first word or first letter every
And then
word.
in the description you have all the like keywords that you use.
Yeah, and comma space, whatever words. I don't know if that works, but it says it works.
Hey, I mean, it looked good to me. I was like, well, I was just reading through it, and I was like, is this for me? Is the viewer to like read through it?
Yeah, no, but that's how people, like, if they search up that word, there's a chance that my video will pop up.
Okay.
That's what they say, because if you click on the, like, help next to the description, it says use keywords to help find videos.
That's really interesting.
So I don't know.
Because I saw Mojo, and I'm like, oh, is he going to talk about Talk Mojo and their content?
That's my dog.
And then I know it's like, hey, Mojo, hey. And I'm like, oh, okay. That Mojo.
That Mojo, yeah. But, I mean, you could play it that way, but, you know, what are you even talking about? Oh, yeah, the labor. It's just, I don't know what part in America where it's shifted from, we're going to make a product, like, we'll make profits.
Yeah.
But we'll make a product that will help society to... We want to maximize our profits, and, you know, we don't really care as much about what happens to our workers.
Well, yeah, but that's why so many companies have started making their stuff in China or Bangladesh or India or wherever they can find it. Because we have very strict rules and regulations here that get passed for those exact reasons. Like, the minimum wage is super high here compared to other places. Like, California especially, minimum wage is like $13 an hour now. Federally, I think it's still like $8 an hour, but still, like, compared to, like, if you go to China, there are people probably getting paid like $20 a day. Yeah. If not far less.
Especially because it's yen and it's not even dollars.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Oh, my God. They just inflated the crap out of that.
Oh, yeah, because they're just pouring money everywhere. It's mostly because some companies tell, like, the government, like, you have to give us money to keep our company running, or else we'll lay off all these employees. And if they lay off all those employees, it'll be more... it'll probably cost less, but it's more hassle for them to... You know, they have to send them a stimulus. They have to calculate it. They have to send it to them. So companies are just like, hey, give us money and we'll keep our company afloat until, you know, things stabilize or whatever happens.
It's not stabilizing. That's why I wrote my IEP on... Or what was it? The ISP? Independent Study Project. Did you do that last year?
Yeah.
So I wrote mine about... how China's economically dependent on the United States.
Okay.
Which is like, I didn't think was very defendable, but I heard my brother talking about like how he had a lecture on that in his econ class. And I was like, I'll probably research this, you know, put some effort into it. And I found out some things that like I just didn't think were possible. Like China's debt is growing like an astronomically large number higher than like the amount of creditors that they can find to like finance their debt. So their debt's growing infinitely largely. And there's no way that they're going to be able to ever pay it off.
Oh, well, U.S. isn't ever going to pay it off either. It's like 27 trillion like, here.
It's just, I don't know why how does that work? Like, do they just keep finding new creditors and they keep finding new people to buy it off?
Probably. Or they could always just, I'm just saying, you know, print more money. It's not like you just print it.
Yeah.
But they could obviously pass bills to make more money to give it to certain companies. Like, you know, schools when they were shutting down, or I don't know, when we were trying to, I don't know what it was, but we had to vote if you wanted, like, I don't know, like $60 million to go to schools that aren't, like, repaired. So the government would give them that money, but it's
the
either
schools are
tax
already
money.
getting that money. The problem is
It's extra, right?
Yeah, but the schools are putting all that extra money into teacher bonuses and raising teacher wages and
This is like
maternity
extra.
leave. So instead of like repairing the schools, they're just budgeting it however they choose.
That's just the way. I remember when I used to be in elementary school. Was it elementary? Yeah, it was elementary school. I mean, it was like my first or second grade. We had great like school lunches, right? And then it was like an instant transformation. We had like strawberry chocolate milk and regular milk, and that was like the best thing. If you could be first and get the chocolate milk, like you were like set for the whole lunch.
I remember like the first, because I never got like that like school lunch. I was always sitting outside with my sandwich.
Oh yeah,
like,
well, you were
just chilling, ready to go, and everyone's coming out, and the first like 30 kids always had chocolate milk.
Yeah.
And then everyone else is like, I got strawberries. Like you did not want to be the kid in the back of the line with strawberries.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden, it was third grade and everything changed. Like the lunches were like just low quality. There was no chocolate milk at all.
Oh, when the Obama administration took over and Michelle was making sure you got your vegetables.
Yeah, but at that time, we didn't know. We were like, well, what's going on? What's my chocolate milk? We weren't that like advanced.
No, the chocolate milk's gone. Now you got full milk, skim milk, or low fat. You can get your vegetables or your tater tots.
Jesus. But that's like where you can see cuts and stuff like that. It's just interesting that way how but the way how I don't know how exactly debt accumulates, but I mean Papara used to be backed by gold. So for every amount of gold,
I mean there still is the gold standard, but it's like the gold's not growing. Right. It's all in one place. Like it hasn't increased or decreased recently.
Right. But that's just like they used to back it by gold, so they were like, oh, we have like this much of gold, so they have this much of money we can give away in a bank. But now since it's not, you could just make it not backed on anything.
Now it's stocks, and it's how people value your currency.
Right, so, but what you can do with that is always just increase it because it's just a number.
That's why Zimbabwe has like the $3 trillion bill that's worth like $20. That's like if you just keep printing, your zeros start to become useless.
No, we slowly are getting there. Yeah, trillion here, billion here. Even when you said with that workhorse thing, that's what, 8 billion you said?
Yeah, $8 billion contract that the USPS is offering.
That's insane for postal service. That's like an insane $8 billion.
And their budget has been like slowly going down for the last 4 years, and the Post General's been like slowly like turning back how much money is going into the postal service, because every like 20, 30 years ago, you didn't have UPS, FedEx taking the bulk of the shipments going to places like that. Was just like, if you order this from a company, it'll show up. But that was before the internet. So you're calling like, oh, Webkins is on TV. You want a Webkin? So you call, you order it, you probably say your credit card number over, they confirm the payment. 3 weeks it'll show up at your door.
Yeah.
And it's gone from that to, oh, well, if you order this on Amazon now, it'll show up in a day or two, or next day, or like a week. And it's just the ability for the consumer to just buy stuff has gone up exponentially.
Right.
And USPS hasn't been a part of that because their system isn't efficient enough to be comparable to the Amazon 2-day shipping, to USPS overnight shipping. Or UPS overnight shipping, FedEx. It's just, they're not as important as they used to be.
Right. Because they're like, those guys are private companies. Yeah. So whatever they spend on or however they want to do it is up to them. But USPS has to, I guess work with the government on how they're going to do that. But I guess they're going to get a big sum of money now, so...
I mean, but
might help them out.
They've already had a big sum of money.
Well, they'll have more.
And like they've been slowly decreasing for the last few years, and then Senate's like, oh, well, they must be decreasing right now because they don't want us to vote. And it's it's just this whole thing.
Like, I took the 2020 census with my dad. Like I was next to him when that happened. And usually, how everything you read is like based on the 2010 census. There's this many people living in this area, and then when it was like a 10-question census, and I was looking, I was like,
it was only 10 questions.
It was like 10 or 13 questions. If a maximum of 20. I remember my dad told me the 2010 was like 60 questions. Yeah. So I was looking at like, and when you read the questions, it was like, okay, what is your race? how many people from foreign countries are in here, but it wasn't like there wasn't enough information to really like
do anything.
Yeah, it was just kind of like statistics.
And they've been wasting so much money on that too.
Yeah.
Like if for where they were hiring, they'd like rent out a spot in like the Westfield Mall, and they'd be like, all right, whoever shows up, we'll offer them this, this, and this. They can have these benefits, and it's not like you're getting the people that need this job. It's like a $20 per hour job. They'll pay for someone to pick you up, come get over here, and then you just go knocking door to door, get the people to fill it out if they haven't already filled it out, because you're not going to go to every door.
Right.
You're going to go to the people that haven't filled it out yet. $20 an hour. And it's not going to the people that are on the side of the street that need the job. It's not going to the people that are struggling in McDonald's getting $14 an hour. It's going to the college girls that are walking through the mall and see this opportunity to make a quick buck. Or the people that like are wearing their Gucci belts and stuff that don't have a job.
I mean, I haven't been to a mall in actually like a year and a half.
In so long.
Like before the quarantine, it was like a year because I actually haven't bought clothes. I said in the other podcast, so I don't keep repeating myself. I haven't bought clothes at all.
I think it's
like
waste.
Not even online. I actually just don't buy clothes. These same clothes, I'm not growing.
Yeah.
So I'm actually like this is probably like a year old. And I just keep wearing it. I don't go out, so I don't have anything fancy necessarily. Like I have 2 pairs of jeans, and that's like going like crazy.
I mean, I won't go to the mall to buy anything ever. Like if I'm seriously gonna buy it,
just to walk
or if I'm like going to hang out with people, go get food in the food court. Like there's a Mediterranean place in the food court at the Westfield on Topanga. Oh my god, they make good gyros, man. Have you been to Mediterranean Pita?
Yeah, the one that's right next to the Albertsons. Yeah, that's amazing.
Love that place.
Yeah, I go like every other day.
Give me my chicken shawarma stats.
Yeah. It's a great place to go. But it's just... But, the homeless problem here is so bad that I don't know how California would live if it did separate from the U.S. I like, you go like
Send them
downtown.
somewhere else.
You go downtown and under the bridges all... It's like a city.
No, and the politicians don't care because it's only getting worse.
How? I don't understand. Like, listen, if you had the $8 billion is going to a postal company, that's a lot of money. $8 billion. You could probably build like 3 hotels, like multiple stories.
All right, but the same token, if you build that house, you're not guaranteeing that these people's lives would be any better than they already are.
Well, you at least have
you give them shelter, but you're also like you're not going to help them cure their addictions because most of these people have problems that are too big to address, and that's why they're in the situation they're in.
I mean, I feel like it would take like one of their problems, like, hey, like at least you have like a house, so you don't have to worry about, going to buy a house or saving money would help them. It's just what I see is it's not improving. That's what I'm saying.
I don't disagree with you, but from what I'm looking at it, like the homeless shelters are never full.
Yeah.
They're never full. And it's not that we don't have enough of them. It's not that they aren't easy to find. Like, if you go up into a gas station, you're like, hey, man, do you know if there's a homeless shelter near here? How could you help me get to one? I'm going to bet you $20 the guy behind the counter is going to pull out his phone, Google it, because I don't know if there's a homeless shelter near here. But I'd help the guy out.
Yeah, for sure. Someone came up to me, hey, help me out.
And tell him where it is, help him go. Like, you go to the homeless shelter, they'll give you everything. They'll help you, like, talk through your problems. They'll probably give you the number to a physician that can like talk to you.
Yeah.
What's the word for it? Psychologist. Mm-hmm. Just like they'll give you resources to make sure you get in a better situation. That's not going to help everyone. Yeah, we need more cheap housing, but that's everywhere.
That's just something else. But,
yeah.
So you're saying that the problem is they're not going to these shelters, or they have problems?
The problem is they don't want to go to these shelters.
Mm.
Like a few of them have been into the shelters, out of the shelters, like their problems are bigger than like being able to like have a roof over their head.
I never thought about it that way. I didn't think. I just thought, I mean, obviously we won't solve all their problems by not being like homeless.
Yeah.
But I thought, it might like, even if it's like one thing off their list, like, maybe fooding or something else is next, or clothing.
There's tons of places they can go to get food too, like canteens, like all the different like food drives that we have.
I just don't know how those go, because they always say, donate to the food drives, or because of Corona, the food drives are less, or there's less food in them. But I've never been to one, and I've never seen anyone empty. Like, I've never experienced it. It's just I feel like it's so hidden. I don't know. Like, honestly, if I was like a homeless guy and I didn't have a phone to search up homeless shelter, I'd honestly never find it. Or if you ask someone, like, think about it. I feel like there should be like an advertisement, like, yo, homeless shelter on this street.
It's like a big red arrow on top of the building.
Because I feel like it's hard to find.
Yeah.
It's definitely, it's just hidden, or it's either it's hidden or it's just not. It doesn't have enough supplies in it.
Yeah.
It's just that's. Oh, so you said you had a story or like a plan when you became rich?
Oh, I was gonna ask you for yours first. Like, what would you do? Let's say this video right now pops off. By tomorrow, you have 1 million views.
Yeah, that's crazy.
In a few months, you probably have like a few $100,000 in the bank or whatever. Like, what are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna make money off of it if this pops off.
Yeah, but if you make it,
okay, if I make it, like. Career-wise, or like what would
anything.
I buy? Okay, I've never thought about it because I always, like Papada says, like, dream it, believe it. It's in my head. Like, I see that 1 million subscribers, like, under that addicting air, like.
Because in my head, like, I have it all planned out.
Right, you have it, like, in your head, like, you see it.
Because you need to remember, if I'm at work, I'm sitting there at a pool, looking at the 6 people that are currently allowed to swim, go back and forth, and these are people that show up every day. I know all of them by name. I know when they show up. I know when they normally show up, which side of the pool they prefer to swim on, because reservation-based, you don't move once you get in the pool. Okay. So I'm just sitting there like,
that's great.
Man,
so they wouldn't drown or anything?
No, I'm still looking. But it's like your brain's on autopilot. Like, you're just going back and forth.
Oh, so you do this too, right? You bob your head when you're out there? Because, like, I've seen, like, at water parks, like, I ask them, like, why do you do this? And they, like, look at they see these falling waves.
So it's not like I'm bobbing my head. So I'll be like, the pool's wide. I'm sitting here in the center. So I'll, like, scan from this side to the other. Just accounting for each person.
No, yeah, I've done that, but I've seen like them bob their head, and I've asked them, and they'll be like, "Yeah, it's because to follow the waves." That's what I Hurricane Harbor.
Okay. So like you're sitting in the tide pool then,
or like the lazy river or anything, and they're just like this.
I've never seen that before.
Like they look left to right, but they also slightly bob their heads. All of them. I feel like it's like they have to.
That might just be to stay awake. You know what?
maybe I actually might be to show that they're awake, but he didn't want me to tell me. I might look into that actually.
All right, stop biting your tongue, man. Give me the plan. Like,
okay.
If you got them, like, would you get a house? Would you stay in California? Like, if you made it, would you want to stay here?
If I really made it, and I know that it's like stable, I've never thought about where to live necessarily. California sounds nice, but it's always expensive.
Yeah,
it's really expensive.
The taxes are horrible too.
Sales tax on its own is too much,
and especially like if you make it, like there are luxury taxes on like higher end cars. Yeah. There's property taxes like 20 or 30%.
So depending how much I make it, like if I'm like literally there with like 10 million subs, every video is consistently popping. Even if it's like a shitty production, shitty video, it still pops. Then I'd probably, I don't know. I feel like I'd move somewhere cheaper just for an experience, but maybe move back.
Really? Like a different country? Like
maybe.
I've never go out of the country. Thailand for a while?
At least a different state minimum. I feel like I would move just to even try it out. If I have enough money to like go there, live a year, and see how it goes. It'd be always cool to be in a house with like other content creators. That's like really sick. But in a realistic world, car wise, I don't really care, honestly, to be honest with you. Like I said on my last podcast, a Rolls Royce would be nice, but like it's not something that if I make it, I'm buying it. It's like that thing in your head where like
I can picture you driving that Rolls
Royce. That sort of thing. But I've always thought like it'd be cool if I had like a house and there was like a house like nearby or far away or like a block away where I had like all my family members in there. Like get them like a house where they all live together when they're older. So it's kind of like I can go visit them. They're like 5-minute drive maximum from my house. If anything happens, I'm there. Stuff like that. But like just have a nice little community in a gated community or anything would be kind of nice.
Okay.
But it would. I mean, that's just the hope. But I mean, as long as I could feed myself and go live, that's pretty much successful. Anything after that is like you're really popping. Yeah. If you can make anything above that.
Man, that sounds hype though. Just like you're over here, like down the block.
Yeah.
The family.
Yeah, the big ass house.
If I really made it, I'd like buy out a cul-de-sac, and then anytime a big family gathering was happening, set up the cones. people drive by like, what's going on? And they just see us popping like smokers down the street, just barbecue galore.
So that's your plan? So
that's not my plan. But now that I've heard yours, like I can just picture it. Oh, that's beautiful.
That's
hire the Mediterranean pita guys.
Yeah, we can go over, make some shawarma. And the salad too is pretty good too.
They make some bomb food over there. It's so underrated too. Like I talk to people at school and they're like, "Where?"
Well, because it's so close to like right here.
Culture too. They're like, "Why would you go get Mediterranean food?"
It's some people just. There's so many types of food that people have never touched. Like I don't know if you've ever tried. I mean, Vietnamese food is getting more popular.
Oh, I love Vietnamese food.
But like things like Korean, you said you've never had. But there's also Korean like barbecue. Thai food that's decent. But I still rather have Vietnamese food than Thai food. That's just my opinion.
Indian food? Slaps.
Indian food is good too. It's just sometimes it's just too greasy that you have to go to a good place.
Yeah, that's true.
It's really like the spice wise, it's insane. But
you're getting me started on food. We're gonna be in here for an hour.
Why not? But they like Ethiopian food. I bet you've never.
I've never tried Ethiopian food.
It's fun. It's like a pan and the bread is like sponge like. So it's just a huge pan they put in the middle. And
a bread pan?
It's like a bread pan, but it's actual sponge. It doesn't really taste like anything, but like there'd be like meats on top of the pan in a circle, and you just grab the side, like rip it off, and just like make yourself a little tiny sandwich. So like everyone's reaching with their hands, like 4 people. Like, I mean, obviously now that sounds stupid.
This is why I'm mukbang. This is why I'm mukbang.
You could make a mukbang series and just only do that.
Go around trying new foods.
That YouTuber Nick Avocado only does that.
Hey, if I was really hungry, oh my god. I get excited for food, man. I get so excited.
Because I fasted for a day and it wasn't fun.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, that's smart. I should do that. Have you tried dopamine coins?
What's that?
So you turn off your phone, you don't exercise, you don't eat anything, like only water. And it's to like get your system completely out of the loop with the society that we're in.
I might try that. That's a good video idea.
Using your phone and everything just it messes with your brain so much, especially like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, for example.
Yeah.
Because like your brain gets a high from every little change that happens. Like how I get excited every time I get a subscriber. Like I genuinely get a smile on my face. Yeah. I'm like, add another. Or sometimes I'll like see that I'm getting more views, but the view count and the like time watched doesn't go up. So I'll like sit there refreshing until it does. And I'm like,
I do that too. Yeah, but that last podcast did like a record high for me.
Really? As far as like watch time or what?
And views almost. It's at 100 views now, but it's like average of like 15 minutes watched.
Okay, hey, that's a lot. That means someone's like probably sitting there at the end like, man, what a conversation.
Yeah, no, I know my parents watched the whole thing like once or twice, but even then 15 minutes on average for 100 views is pretty good. Like, yeah, the podcast is 2.5 hours. It's nothing, like it's not even a fraction of it. I mean, it is, but it's not a big fraction. But even that's 15 minutes, it boosts that watch time for that monetization.
All right, so here's the thing, and I talked about with Lucas, I don't know if you saw, but it's like, I know at least 4 or 5 people have watched all of my videos all the way through. Mm-hmm. And they're commenting on parts of it like halfway through or 3/4 of the way through. Like, they didn't skip through to see this.
I mean, they could have, but...
yeah, but benefit of the doubt, hope y'all are real. And it's like, I have 331 minutes of watch time, like, combined right now.
Okay.
So, like, just over 5.5 hours. I have, like, 2 hours of content on my channel. So there's no way that, like, the 150 views across the board that I have add up to, like, that amount of watch time.
Right. But it's just always you have to think about it. Because I always, you just have to keep them engaged. Because sometimes...
Well, it's not even that. It's just I'm thinking about it to myself and I'm like, you think they're taking some of David Dobrik's watch time away to save on the ad revenue?
That would be... I mean, if...
Because I bet a lot of the bigger creators don't go and look at each individual like viewer, and it's impossible for them to verify.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Unless they have a poll and everyone that gets that far in the video like clicks on the poll and says yes.
Yeah, you can't do polls anymore, I heard.
You can't?
I don't think so. I'm serious, but I haven't seen it. Like, one time I saw a video say, like, I'll put a poll in the top, and it never popped up. It was an old video. I was like, well, where's the poll? And I think they removed it because it was like, people would click on it and see, majority didn't pick that, so they would click on the other option.
They're watching us.
That'd be, I don't know, but what were we talking about before this?
So let's say I go famous.
Oh yeah, you pop
I
out.
get all the views in the world. I'm sitting there and everyone's like, oh, Kyle, keep talking. I want to see that mouth run.
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay.
I'm doing great, and I can afford whatever I want in life. So be it. So I'd have 2 houses, probably one in California, depending on taxes.
Right, okay.
And then one in like some like middle of the country, like we're talking one of the Dakotas, Montana, something like that, like a ranch. Not like a huge ranch, but like
open field.
Money goes a long way there.
Okay.
And I want a herd of bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
Just roaming around. We're going to start with a few, like maybe get 12. And then we're just going to let them reproduce. And we're going to see how many you get. Yeah, bulldogs.
Okay.
So it's going to be like a ranch full of bulldogs. If someone in my family's struggling, doesn't have a great job, in and out of employment,
sell a bulldog.
Nah.
Oh.
Go take care of them. I'll pay for you to have a nice life. And it's like the whole family's just going to live on the bulldog
how many
ranch.
bulldogs do you really need until it becomes too much?
You don't need that many. But I'm thinking like maybe at the end we'll have like 2,000 bulldogs just all roaming.
That, I mean,
Just
it's a dream.
No,
I mean,
just think about it. Like, you're driving on the freeway and you're going past a bunch of like fields full of cows. Your parents are like arguing in the front. You're sitting in the back. You just open your eyes and you see a field full of bulldogs just like grazing.
Oh my god.
That'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So that's the dream. Knock on wood. We'll make it happen. Keep me tuned if you're watching this.
Keep it tuned.
Hey, if it's
I thought at first you were gonna say have bulldogs to like move my herd of sheep, but then you said a herd of bulldogs. I was like, what?
But we both do like get super famous. Tell me what neighborhood you're buying out. I'll buy out the cul-de-sac across the street.
Okay.
We'll make it happen.
It's definitely possible because
We'll make a part of town YouTube Central.
I feel like it's possible.
Put a gate out in the front and we'll have tour buses that come through like the TMZ tour buses and they're like, oh, that's the Rose residence up there. And if you keep going, Armin and his family populate this cul-de-sac. And we come out at like once an hour just to wave.
Well, that'd be pretty good. But I mean, I feel like it's possible. Like people say, oh, it's such a small percentage get like 1 million subscribers or get 100,000. But I honestly feel like it's just the effort you put into it.
100%.
Like I feel like even over 3 years, you should be able to get like 1,000 subscribers, even if your content is garbage.
Yeah, no.
I feel like
you just got to keep uploading. That's the thing. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how the algorithm works yet, so I don't know if I'm being pushed as much as let's say you are. Because you're getting a video like every day. Every other day.
I've slowed down recently.
Yeah.
But like at least once every 2 or 3 days. As a post.
Because I'm uploading 3 a week, 4 if I have time to get the 4th one out, and I'm not sure how good that's going. Like, I know Luca's videos are popping off, but he's also, like, advertising it everywhere, like his Instagram, his Snapchat, probably, like, the tennis group chat. He's just, like, sending everything.
Yeah, because I watched it, like, he put it, I saw his story, and then I clicked, and I was like, 50 views already, that's pretty good, but then, like,
I could check
the real thing is, like, the comments.
He had no comments.
I mean, for me, it's like all my aunts and my mom. Like,
I was reading your comments, and I'm like, the family backs him.
The family really backs
him.
But that's where you really feel people are engaged. But it just depends. Like his was like a nice 3 minute 30-second video. Like
I watched the whole short. Thing. Yeah, I watched
the whole mukbang too. But like I watched
he's at 80 views for his two videos right now. 300 views, 12 subscribers. Like.
That's pretty good.
Minus the fact there's 3 months between each upload.
Right.
If he's getting on that and I'm recording with him every Saturday, you could come if you'd like to,
Maybe.
Hey, all hands on deck in the back of the Prius.
Hey, I'll get you some of those extra subscribers. My family will definitely subscribe, so you'll probably get like minimum 5.
Hey, bring in the
love. Like half your subscribers already.
I'll start bringing chicken shawarma to family gatherings, guys.
I mean, that'd be fun. Yeah, I'm definitely looking at people to just collab with. Even if it's like, hey, even if I collab with someone that's 10 subscribers, they have like a mom and a dad that would subscribe to me. Hey. So that's like a guaranteed 2 subscribers. And if I get it like pushed in the algorithm even a little bit, because I got a comment that said like you have a new fan from India, and it was looking like 2020 isn't that bad video, and I was like, Okay. It wasn't
Hey,
like it was like
hype, though.
spam.
That's hype.
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit, someone's watching that's not like.
I'd freak out if that happened. I'd make a video just to that fan from India, like, hey, all my boys in India representing.
Yeah, no, but my first time that someone commented that wasn't someone I knew was like I did an Overwatch video. Like this is like my first few videos. And it was pretty. It has my lowest views. So I don't really care about it because Overwatch is a dead game. But like my 2K video does better.
Shooting it Overwatch right now.
I mean, it'll do better.
I haven't played Overwatch, so I can't comment. I've like watched some Overwatch stuff, but
the game's like 3 or 4 years old by now. So it's just the lifespan.
Hey, gotta start hopping onto the trends, man. Fall Guys, you might be a
That's
little late.
already dead. It already died. Yeah, people are Among Us now. That's the new trend.
I'm not watching Among Us, man.
It's literally just Mafia, but like cartoonish for kids to watch.
Yeah,
basically.
Well, that's what all of them were. Because after Fortnite did that, everyone's like, big market.
Yeah, but I mean, Warzone did pretty good too. For
like that's why I'm not trying to curse today, because I'm like trying to help you out, keep this kid friendly.
Oh, I don't really think about it's just a podcast. I mean, I don't need to blur out bad words until I get monetized.
No, of course.
Because for now, this is literally just to build my channel, so I really don't blur out any unless it's something like wild, then I'll just like mute it.
So I mean, there are like the two sides to my channel right now, like the mukbang, just like say what's on my mind,
right?
And then there's also like the video journal, like for me in the future, like I'm just doing it for myself,
right?
So I'm not gonna like personalize the thumbnail, personalize like the editing, make sure it's all great for the viewer perspective. Like this is for me in like 20 years when I have a wife and kids.
Like let's laugh.
So, yeah, look back and like just see how I was thinking like at this time in my life.
Okay. No, that's how I started too. I was like, I'll just record what I do. But then I just thought, hey, I play games. I'm gonna record that. And then I honestly like to do the thumbnails just because it's fun. Like, you drag an image there, you drag a couple images, you just make it pop a little bit.
Yeah, you can like do your like drag it into the graphics. Start make a circle around you, dotted lines.
Those I just get from like Google. I'll just look up thumbnail background and I'll just straight up drag it as long as it's not like copyright issues.
Expose yourself, why don't you?
It's not. Everyone does it. Like to learn, I watched a PewDiePie tutorial where he looked up psychedelic background, dragged the image, and that was the thumbnail. Like it was a tutorial for the thumbnail was the one he was making.
Yeah.
So it's something completely random. So it's not because since you personalize it yourself, you can't be copyrighted because it's like your own creation.
Yeah.
So as long as you change it in a certain way, then it's yours. But I just enjoyed making the thumbnail. That's why I make it. And editing honestly doesn't take me that long. Mm-hmm. So like I'll honestly just like play Xbox and I'll just put it to the side whenever like between games. I'll just be like, okay, like I'm gonna
How are you recording it on the Xbox though? Like, do you have like some sort of like
it's
Elgato?
It's an Elgato,
okay.
Yeah. So it's a capture card. You just connect it directly to the Xbox, and whatever sound would come out from the Xbox, it goes into
the Elgato instead.
Yeah. But
because I know that's what a bunch of the streamers use.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, it was an investment. It was like $180, but I was like, it's kind of fun. So
hey, if you're enjoying it, that's all that matters. Yeah, it's an investment on your own time because the amount of time you spent recording, like if you're enjoying that, that's what matters.
But like I had a rush like yesterday morning. I had to pre-order the Xbox.
Yeah.
And the new Xbox came out, so I was like up 8 a.m. like just on my computer waiting for that.
Because you're like content.
Yeah, I know. Because I was like, I was literally thinking in my head like, okay, this comes out like November 10th.
And if you make a video the day you get it,
exactly, like unboxing the Xbox. Oh my god, that's what I'm like. I was like, that rush is getting to my head. Like, if I don't pre-order this now, I'm gonna be really upset. So I'm sitting there like with all the tabs: Best Buy, Target, GameStop open. I was like,
you're like, if I can't get it here, I'm getting it here.
Yeah, exactly. So when I got it, I was like, that made my day. Just pre-ordering an Xbox makes my day. That's like how low activity my days are.
Hey, that's still like that's something to look forward to. Like I would get that, but I just haven't been enjoying playing video games recently.
Yeah, it just depends on some people grow out of it. Some people have better things to
like
do.
There's still some games that I like to play. Like I'll still play Battlefield every now and then. Have you played Battlefield?
I played 4 or 3.
Yeah, I played 4. I bought the 2 newer ones, and they're just
they're not
garbage.
5 and 1 are not good.
Yeah, no, but 4 is still a blast. Like to go back and play.
Yeah, it's just sometimes there's not enough people to fill a whole server.
I mean, but you just scroll through, you can find a server with enough people.
There's definitely enough. But making videos. Like I recorded an Overwatch video yesterday, and I looked. I was like, "Are people really gonna watch this?" I have it for myself, like just recorded on my computer. I was thinking about releasing it today.
Yeah.
And then have this probably go up tomorrow, but I was just like,
I mean, I need to record myself ranting later because I gotta get a video out tomorrow.
I mean, you have a schedule going on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah,
minimum.
Tuesdays, Thursdays at 12:15, like 15 minutes after noon. So like, if you're at lunch, you can watch it. If you're on the East Coast, you just got out of school, you can watch it. If you're in the UK, nighttime, baby, just finishing your day, getting ready for bed. Here's the video.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think about like when I would post it. I used to post it late at night, but now I'm starting to post it.
I mean, I don't think the 12 people watching my videos care that much.
I mean, more than 12 people watch it. It's just 12 are subscribed.
Yeah.
I mean, I have my noties on. Subscribe to your channel. But like, I'll watch it.
Big respect. Hey. We
Of
like
course.
that.
So why wouldn't I? That's kind of weird to like help you out with your channel or like talk to you about it.
Yeah.
Just not subscribe. It's kind of like not helping the cause.
No.
But that it's just hopefully get big. I mean, 2 months in, I think I have 100 subscribers. For me, that's pretty good. I mean, I don't know if that's.
I'm
huge.
still looking at my goal for the year and wondering if it's possible.
I look up Kyle Rose and your channel comes up.
I know, but you're also subscribed to me, so that helps with the.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe.
I used to look up Luca, and he'd be like the third or fourth guy.
But
Now that I'm subbed, and I look up like Luca Lovric because it's in my
Mm-hmm.
like recently searched as top.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna hit him up after his podcast. See
Yeah.
if he does one.
Hey, I think he'll be more than, and you can talk to him about his recruiting process and college.
Yeah, I was
tennis.
actually asking like, yo, how's that going? Like, because I've never talked to anyone that's like actually like top athlete that like is getting recruited. Like, it'd be an interesting conversation.
Man, if I had more energy when I was talking to him, I would have like gone into a dialogue about it. But
That's why I mean, you're eating.
I was so done with the world, and I show up, I get my order, and then I park. And then he shows up. So for like 10 minutes, I'm sitting there in my car watching him slowly move through the drive-through.
With that, I mean, it's interesting. I'm definitely gonna try. Like, you come on, you challenge someone to come on. They come on, they challenge someone else.
No, of course.
That'd be sick. Like in
Hey,
my mind,
I'll pass on the nomination.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Sure.
I think he'll be more than happy because he's just trying to like get out there and like see who he can work with and expand his knowledge and like whatever he's doing. Like,
yeah, no, he seems like.
I was looking at his editing. His editing is like really good too.
Yeah, I was looking.
I mean, the only thing is like the clips that he got like from with me are so small that like there's no context.
Because he recorded like halfway through, didn't he?
No. He still got like 40 minutes of footage.
Oh, so that's how
And
he
he
cut
cut
out.
it down to like a minute and a half.
Oh, because I watched it. Yours was like what, 20 something minutes, 30 minutes.
Mine was like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
and I
that
only
was-
got half of it because my phone kept overheating on the dashboard.
Oh, then you should,
I need to get a
didn't even
little
think about
umbrella
that.
or something for it.
Yeah.
Just like sun protection.
I would like. This is not bad. It was like $70, but it comes
Yeah.
with like those little stands you could put on like a dashboard, like a dash cam or whatever, so you could record.
I have a GoPro Hero 4. Like my brother owns it, but I bought the micro SD, so I get half use, But he has the suction cup. He has like you try and stick it, and then it just falls over.
Yeah, you can always just buy a new one, or like I know there's ways to just glue it on.
Yeah. Hey, but then it's just stuck there, and people are like, "Why do you have an empty GoPro thing on your car?" I'm like, "Came with the car."
With the car. But no, I mean, I was thinking I don't have a GoPro; those are kind of expensive.
Yeah.
So I was like, at $70.
Hey, and this has really good recording quality too. Like every time I look at your videos, it's like it's clear, it's nice.
Yeah, I mean,
But like for what I'm doing and the audience that I have, like my phone's more than I need.
yeah.
So I'll
No, but
record
you
on my
can
phone.
record
It has
it.
like 64 gigabytes of storage, so I like record, transfer the footage, and then I delete it off the phone.
Yeah.
So I can easily get like an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours worth of film on my phone, and it not run
Yeah,
out.
I record on my phone sometimes too, like things that are like my cooking videos.
Yeah.
I would record on my phone because this I have the storage card, micro SD card
Yeah.
for it, but I don't know, it's not that like high quality. I can't even work around it well, so I just use my phone. It's easier for
Yeah.
that. But to connect it to this, it's easier because
Does your laptop have the slot so you can just plug in the micro SD and it just goes right in and the data's on
I have the
phone?
adapter. It
Oh,
came
okay.
with the micro SD.
Yeah.
I bought it from Amazon. It just has the adapter. You put it in, then plug it into your computer.
Oh, sick. Yeah, because mine came with one on the side, and then I'm like, well, I don't have a camera I can really use.
Yeah.
And the problem with the GoPros, the audio is horrible.
Yeah,
like, it's god awful.
That's why I don't record with my
this camera. And I can't walk around with like the mic set up, like
little
box on the side.
No,
like,
I want to do that too.
Those would be so sick to get.
I feel like those would be sick if you're doing some kind of like outdoor prank video or something like.
I was thinking about doing that, like just going up to people and giving them compliments all day. Yeah,
like you could do that with like a handheld microphone.
Yeah,
if it's your phone, you can almost do that.
I need to buy one of those though. Like,
I don't think they're
that
expensive.
Can you connect this to your phone, or is this only plugged in?
Only USB.
Hey,
but you could probably find an adapter from USB to like.
I mean, if you put that, chuck it in the backpack.
Oh yeah, I could
keep it plugged in. Like you could just walk around with it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hassle, but
I mean, yeah, but we work with what we got around here.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think a microphone connected to a phone, iPhone would be that. It may be like maximum $20.
I mean, what I've convinced myself is I'm not going to up my production quality until I have the money coming out of YouTube to like do it.
Oh man!
So once I like have 1,000 subs and I'm starting to get like maybe like $1 a video.
Yeah.
Then like after half a year, we have like $200. I'll buy a like nice camera, like one of the like Canon in your hand. Go with it.
Expensive.
Those are hell expensive.
They're really something else.
Yeah, but that's like what I've convinced myself, and I don't know if the model I have for my channel is gonna work at all. I know it's not like yours or like Lucas is a super fake. Like, hey guys, how you doing? Today I'm going on my first hike ever. And I'm like, you're not. There's not a chance that's your first hike ever.
No, well, I just say, hey guys.
Yeah.
Like, I just keep it real. Like, I'm thinking about putting more energy into my intro or like my video, but if like I'm not that energetic during the video, I don't want to like fake it, because then they'll watch the video itself and I'm not that energetic. But I haven't really recorded anything. Well, actually, my haircut video, my second or something video, was kind of energetic. But
did you do your own haircut, or what were you?
No, I went to at someone's place to do a haircut.
Oh, hi! I need a haircut. Don't know if you can tell, but this is not working. This is not.
It still looks fine.
I mean, this part's fine, but like the side, you guys can't tell, but like the side profile is horrible.
Well, I mean, all they can see is the side profile right now.
Well, I mean, but from the side, it's like it looks flat, and then this way, you're like, It's okay.
It's not that bad though. No. You can live with it, but so your success is, so you said you're if you make it,
Bulldogs.
You get Bulldogs.
Yeah. And I only have names for 5 of them for the original 12.
Okay.
So my favorite one, Gert. Yeah.
Okay. So how are you going to determine which one's Gert?
Whichever one's the cutest.
Okay. That's fair. That's
and then
fair.
Rufus, Rupert, Chubb, after Nick Chubb, my fantasy running back for football.
Oh, yeah, fantasy.
We're not talking about my fantasy team.
No, are you doing with kids at school?
Yeah.
Or? I heard, Noah was doing it too. I don't know if he's in the same
he's
one.
not. It's a different league.
Oh, but I don't know how that works. I didn't find it interesting. I tried it for last year, and it was just...
It's stupid.
It's just to get you more engaged in like the players that you pick. But if I'm by myself at home, I'm never watching a basketball or football game.
Hey, the second I turn 21, I'm sports betting anything. Anything that's on TV, if I can make a bet on it, I'm going to do it. Because that just gets me more engaged. Like, even if it's like a small, like, I don't expect to make money off of it. But if putting $5 into saying that someone's going to have like
I feel the same
an over-under a certain way or that, it just gets me more invested into the game. Like watching fantasy, like if I have a player in that game, I will watch and keep my eyes glued to that one player the entire game.
Yeah, that's what it's almost like betting, but...
I mean, depending on how you set it up, like if you all put $20 in and then you decide on like a prize pot, like first place gets like $100, second place gets $80, third place gets $40, and everyone else gets nothing because they're losers and they don't deserve money. That's gonna be me. I'm one of the losers.
Hey, maybe your players pop off. You never know.
Yeah, if everyone else's players get injured, I might stand a chance.
Hey, football is a high injury sport.
Yeah,
but I just can't watch games by myself. I have to have at least one person that's rooting for the other team.
Really?
Near me.
Oh, so you need someone to talk crap to.
Either talk crap or just it's weird for me to sit by myself and talk crap to like players on the screen. I just need someone else there, like a dynamic. to be like, you know, like someone's like, good job, and I'm like, no, that's a bad shot.
That's why there's like two different versions of me if you look at my channel. Like the version with Luca, and then the version of me ranting to like the camera.
Yeah, I have a couple of just not rants, it's just like talking to them. I don't know. Those are interesting too, but I like the videos where I'm with someone else.
Yeah, like the video of me like with Luca, I think that's the highest quality I can probably get like right now.
That's a pretty good video.
Because like there are just like some moments like if I edit it really well that would just make an amazing video. Right. Like him like starting his intro and I'm being like, oh, you're one of those fake ass people.
Yeah, no, you can. It's just if you want to put time into it.
Yeah.
And you could always put it in later, but just like slowly get to it.
Well, I mean, because just posting all the raw content now, there's so much I can do with that in the future. Like there's so much. If I go through and like, let's say clip all the yawns, get a few sneezes or whatever. Yeah. Just me like looking out the window or not.
I don't know which it was. It was like, oh, we're starting over. The phone rang, and then right as you said that, your phone rang again. That was funny.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was your 6.
It rang like 5 times.
Oh, what was it? The title of the video? Is it just like
So I'm trying to change how I present the number every time, but I could only think of 4 ways. So I'm just going to rotate it from now on in a random way. So 1, I think was just ONE 1. 2, it might have been like Roman numerals or something. 3,
just like the number.
Yeah, the number 3. 4 was cuatro, Spanish name for it. And then 5 is back to number, and then it's just going to rotate through. I
would recommend putting them in like a playlist at least.
No, I have a playlist set up for it.
Oh, you do? Yeah. You should also do your mukbangs that you're going to do
I have
Saturday. Put in a
Chuckle and a Chick. That's a separate playlist.
So is that always going to be at Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, no, always at Chick-fil-A.
Oh, okay.
Any other mukbang is going to be in a different playlist.
Okay. Oh, so you're just going to have it based on the restaurant or where you're going.
I'm not trying to say the future is going to happen, but let's say one day we end up at Mediterranean Pita Grill for some bomb-ass shawarma.
I'm down for that. That'd be a fire mukbang.
That's going in a different playlist.
Yeah, but I'm ready to go to school and people will be like, "Oh yeah, you're the person that made some YouTube videos," and like they'll laugh, and I'll be like, "Okay."
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for someone to come up to me like that I don't know.
Oh, that'd be fire.
Like that is like one of my dreams in life, for someone to recognize me that I don't know, and for me to affect that person in some form of positive way.
Yeah, I feel the same way. That'd be great. Like I told you, like that comment from India, I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
But like before that, my gaming videos, before I went off, it was like a 70K subscriber like channel that does gaming stuff. It was like they just commented like, "Good job, keep going," and like that just like
that's high
channel that was like they have 70K, and they said like they watched a random video on a dead game. It's old, 3 years old. I'm like, holy shit, it's possible.
I mean, it's just
that's where I saw.
It's so insane how the algorithm works too. Like most of these people aren't going to show up by searching for it. They're going to show up because it was recommended to them, or it was like on their like main general page, or they saw it on the side of someone else's video. And it's just so crazy to think about like how people find this.
Yeah.
And that's why it's crazy for me to be like, I don't want this to be any easier for someone to find. Like, I'm not adding any tags to it. I'm not doing anything other than making a weird looking, like, change the number for the title of the video.
And a description.
And have an awkward ass, like, one of the 3 options I get for the thumbnail default. And it's going to be the one with me yawning or mid-sneeze or mid-word.
Yeah. I mean, very...
And I've still been getting subs, so it's not impossible, but I'm just curious to see where this will be in a year from now, like compared to you, because you're already like 6 months ahead.
I'm 2 months ahead.
2 months ahead?
Yeah.
Feels like 6. He's 2 months ahead.
I mean, I made my channel in like July or June, and I never posted on it because I was like,
I made my channel 4 years ago, and I have videos from 4 years ago that are private that you're never gonna see in your life.
I was like, yeah, it says when your channel's created though, because I saw it. I was like, wait a minute.
No, and I have like 1,000 views out of like 20 videos there that years old.
Yeah, because they like, sit there. And
Airport Simulator 2014.
That's crazy. Well, that's just the thing about, like, I'm thinking, like, hey, maybe in, like, 3 years, if I'm, like, at 10K subs minimum, like, I'm, like, the happiest man in the world. Like...
If I get 1,000 subs, because from then you just start rolling, like, every video, you'll get, like, bigger. A few subs, at least. That's where I want to be. In a year from now, if I'm going to community college, because I'm not sure if I'm going to put myself into a situation where I don't know if this is going to be my long term.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to go to a 2-year college. If this gets any sort of traction in the next few months. Like, if I'm the top Kyle Rose on YouTube, this is going to be my job now.
You're not that far.
No, I'm, like, running for bunnin' YouTuber bus. Because I'm so confident in myself that I can be entertaining enough through whatever means. Like, if someone's entertained by me on your podcast, thank you. Thank you for letting me talk to you. Like, you don't even understand why I'm here. You don't. I've said hi to him like 50 times in the hallway.
Yeah.
He's on my Snapchat. I see him post a video and I'm like, I could do that.
Yeah. I mean, that even then, that's like
I've been
cool
waiting for something to like come in and for me to just post. I just didn't have the motivation. And then I saw you post and I'm like, if Armin's popping off over here with 50 subs,
yeah,
I got to give it a go.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. My OPA goal is 200 subs by the end of the year.
And then I post on my private story about, here's a YouTube channel. I'm posting. And then 5 minutes later, Luca goes to his private story and is like, hey, if anyone wants to record this weekend, let me know. And I'm like, I'm right here.
Man, my name.
And he's like, oh, you want to do a mukbang at Chick-fil-A? I'm like, do you know who you're talking to? Of course I want to do a mukbang at Chick-fil-A.
No, I need to definitely hit him up. Definitely, yeah, because I always think like there's friend groups that would watch it that won't watch this, but will watch whatever if he's in it.
Yeah, like
you probably have a couple friends that have no idea who I am, but might watch it.
Well, Dominic Escobar might be here right now. I don't know if he's this late into it because this is far, but Dom might watch the entire thing.
Okay.
Like if you've seen, like he comments on some of my videos. I love Dom.
Right, that's one review.
Shout out Big D Escobar.
You better sub. I better see subscribed.
Hey, he'll be here.
No, it's okay. I always think, okay, if you're not even like listening, you could just have this as background homework noise because podcasts are amazing for background homework noise.
I can't focus. I can't like do that. Like if I'm driving, like to my girlfriend's house, I'll put a podcast on.
Yeah.
Like I listen to sports podcasts only when I'm driving.
Well, so then you can listen to this bad boy while you're driving.
Of course, but it's just like something to stimulate my mind to help me focus on the fact that I'm driving, and so I don't go on autopilot driving, just
go in a straight line and like not making turns. That's happened to me a couple times where just like it's so like automatic, gas, brake, gas, red.
And then you're like, I'm driving a little bit.
But I mean, it's just I'm just making this for myself, and I actually want to like at least interview most of the people at our school, or at least like senior year.
Hey, I'd be more than happy to help you do that if I could like reach out to people and they'd be like, "Hey, Armin and Kyle asking me to do Armin's podcast."
Yeah, that'd be sick. But
Noah Harari did already. I'm sold.
That's what I know. There's some people that will see Noah. Like I might get Jonah on here. That'd be kind of fun, or Joss. If he comes over, but I mean, they're all like nearby.
Hey, if you had a podcast with Cody, I'd watch that.
I mean, maybe I don't know him that well, but I mean, I didn't know you that well until like.
I mean, we sort of knew each other, but
but we would just say hi and like that's cool, like good day.
Yeah. Are you gonna have Ethan on?
Yeah, I mean, at first I don't know. He's a little bit doesn't like to be on camera.
Force him.
Because I did that like I critiqued like a Little Caesars pizza, and he was like outside of the shot just talking. Because he doesn't want to have his face on, like, I mean, some people just don't want to. They're not comfortable. So, I mean, I'll ask him for sure.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't want to, I won't have him on.
Is there even a Little Caesars near here?
No, it's in Chatsworth.
Oh, yeah. Like, I've seen it go into the... I drive to Northridge sometimes because that's where Toyota is. So if I need to get work done on my car, I drive to Northridge. And I've, like, seen Little Caesars, like, far out. But I don't know when you're here. Like, if I'm getting pizza, I'm going to Domino's.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's the place like Little Caesars, though.
I honestly enjoyed that more. If you get the extra bestest pizza, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like cheese in the crust. It's amazing. Like, especially since you're like such a cheese guy. Try it. Like, watch the video. I mean, I showed it off. It was pretty good. It was like my third or fourth video. I have no idea.
It's almost dinner time, so I'm okay with the fact that we're talking about food. I gotta check. I gotta be like... Because sometimes if I'm hungry, I'll go watch Worth It by BuzzFeed and just like watch them
like
eat
$5 versus $50, stuff like that. Yeah, I've
my gold crusted truffle pizza.
And it's like, okay, is it really worth eating gold right now?
It doesn't even they don't make it sound like it tastes good either. They're just
okay.
it's here. It's gold. I mean, looks good on a photo, but
people will watch it regardless of if they have any reaction whatsoever.
Their cheesecake. They did a video of cheesecake.
Yo, then you definitely need to try Little Caesar if you're such a cheese person.
Hey, cheesecake and cheese aren't the same thing. Let's just clarify.
I know they're not, but
cheesecake is so good.
Technically, cake is cheese. It's just milk.
Okay.
Isn't it?
I mean, hey.
Both made of milk. They're just, processed differently.
That is true.
But definitely try Little Caesars if you haven't. At least once. Get the cheese crusted pizza. And it's an experience.
Stuffed crust, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I don't know. It's weird how some pizza places are like, oh, try our square dish pizza. So try our round dish pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. They're trying to innovate how pizza's being served.
I don't know if it matters.
Yeah, honestly, I just think, hey, if you have the flavor and if you have the texture, like, people are gonna come and buy pizza.
Yeah.
Like, there's a Michael's Pizza place, like, right here.
Is it the one up the block, like on the corner?
Yeah, it's right here, this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, because it's just in such a small area right here where it's the closest for this whole, like, community to go to. So
I've driven past it so many times, and I'm like, anytime I, like, talk to someone, like, I'm dropping them off that lives near here, I'm like, does that place have good pizza? And
yeah,
they're like,
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know you're this close. You should come over more. Nice little pool here.
Yeah.
Swimming. That's a video idea.
Do 50 laps.
I really couldn't, but now I mean, I used to go daily. It's been a week I haven't gone, but I go at least like once a day. I used to, and go like 20 laps. Just by at the night, like 8:30. Just night swimming's a lot better.
Yeah, no, it's more of a vibe, to be honest.
Yeah,
you're just there in the pool. You look up at the stars.
Yeah, but I mean, you've seen enough water in your life.
Hey, but I don't get to go in the water anymore because we can't go swimming during our shift because of the reservations and all the guidelines.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so you can't after your shift you can't even swim.
No, I just stand there looking at it.
That's crazy. That's actually insane. Yeah. But I don't know. Once I hit, I'm close to 100 subs. I think I'm at like 92.
You're really close.
And I'm literally, because if I get 200 by the end of the year, like I'm losing my mind. Hold on, let me check.
Hey, I'll lose my mind for you.
What am I at right now? 91. Like,
jeez. I'm
literally like right there. Like maybe if this podcast goes up, I'll get a couple more.
Hey, I just need my channel to surpass me and my brother's channel.
Oh, your brother has a channel?
No, I made it with him a while ago, like the Rose Bros channel.
Oh.
Yeah.
So... Oh, how's that doing? What is it at?
Well, we stopped uploading because he didn't want to go through the effort to upload because we didn't go viral after 2 videos. People like that. Come on.
Yes.
Like, everyone's like, oh, I'll be a TikTok star. And then, like, after 2 videos, they're like, why am I not famous yet?
That's what you said. Isn't that what you said in your mukbang? Like, you made like 5 TikToks in a day?
I made 10 TikToks over the span of 2 days because I'm like, we're going to see if we can make this happen. And it's like, I put effort into them. A few of them got like 1,000 views, but like for TikTok, that's nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Then maybe I should get into TikTok. Like, put a clip of my video.
Yeah, no, you could. Like, that's what a lot of people are doing. Like, the podcasts I listen to, they do that where they like put a clip into the...
So is it like, what kind of clip? Is it just them like saying something random?
Just like something that like a very explosive moment in the podcast, like talking about news or like a new development or like whatever.
What did we talk about anything? Oh, your girlfriend application. That's perfect.
Hey, you want to put that up there?
Isn't that explosive?
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, it's crazy. Like, I've never heard that, but I mean, it worked.
Yeah.
So I mean, just the fact that you had enough courage to
I did that, and then like a few weeks later, I saw people on TikTok like, oh well, I did this for TikTok, and they're doing it. And then if someone like gave them a negative response, they're like, "Oh, it's just for TikTok, loser."
Yeah, no, I don't understand that. People like if you send a picture or anything, and they're like, "Oh, what is this?"
Or if you send a text to a girl and she like shoots you down, you're like, "Oh, my best friend took my phone."
Yeah, like I don't understand why you like just take it. The people who just don't like accept responsibility for something like that or just move on, like they have to explain themselves to a random person. It's just not interesting to me. But I'll definitely get into TikTok. I have my Instagram and Twitter made, but
TikToks is how everyone's like advertising right now.
Yeah, that's
like David Dobrik went TikTok famous. That probably gave him like an extra few million subs. Like I'm not even joking. Like he hasn't been posting videos because his TikTok's been doing.
Yeah, because I've heard it's pretty easy money for how little effort is into it.
And that's why that's why I was ranting in the car to Luca. Because, like, the D'Amelias go on to, like, the Jimmy Kimmel show or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And they're sitting there on the talk, and he's like, oh, so what does it take to become famous on TikTok?
Yeah.
And she's sitting there with her perfect smile, like, oh, well, all that you need to do is be yourself and put effort in. And I'm like,
oh my God.
no, you got lucky. Like, I accept, hey, if I get lucky and I blow up, I'll be so grateful. But I understand what it is.
Yeah.
Like, I'm putting 20 minutes a day into this video. I might put 20 minutes into rendering it, 20 minutes into uploading it, maybe put 5 minutes into writing a different description than the day before. Post upload.
Yeah. No, my descriptions are like 3 sentences. Like, this is what I did today. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe.
Do you have like a format where like you also like link your Instagram, link your other
I mean,
stuff?
I haven't made a video with my Instagram made and stuff. I literally made it yesterday, like 2 accounts.
So I just like have the link to my Instagram for like any sort of like formal inquiry because I'm not going to check my email. I know myself.
I put my email because there's a section where you put business email inquiries.
Yeah.
And I put my email in there because like if you ever get sponsors, it's more from email, not from Instagram DMs.
I know, but I have 15 subs. I'm not.
Yeah, worried. I know, but I was like, I'm thinking like way ahead. Like I'm already thinking like that Xbox One X or Series X unboxing is gonna like I'm seeing like at least 5K views, like right here. That's what I'm seeing.
That could happen.
And because especially because unboxings are like, someone wants to see how it was doing.
The most important thing is you need one video to pop off, and then from that, let's say 10% of the people go and watch other videos. They're like, hey, this guy's cool.
Yeah,
subscribed.
That's literally, even if it's 5%, I'm like, yo, that's easy.
That's the dream.
Even 1,000 people 5% subscribe, that's insane. Like that'll be good, but that's how far I'm thinking into it. Like I'm going in 2 months, 100 subs almost. I'm going in.
Like, but that's how confident you need to be. And like, I know my last video, like I sounded super cocky and like confident to the point that it's not welcomed.
No.
But it's like, you need to be that confident to do this when you have no one following you.
Yeah.
Like when you have nothing, you need to have that self-belief that will propel you to keep doing it and motivate yourself and keep going. Like if I get 1 sub every 2 days, I'm a happy man.
Yeah.
Because that means at the end of the month, I'll have like 5, 10, 15 subs more than I started with.
Yeah, that's literally,
and that's as much as I could ask for. So
that's good though. That's where you need to start because the biggest one started like that too. They never like PewDiePie started off small.
Yeah,
I mean he started off a long time ago, almost like 10 something years ago.
But like Mr. Beast spent 4 years with like 1,000 subs.
Yeah,
but then he just went.
But that's what made him so good because he was determined. Like even if he had 1K subs for like 4 years, he'd put decent content out there. Pretty interesting. Like sometimes I get recommended 6 years ago Mr. Beast videos.
Yeah.
And I watch him. I'm like, this is pretty good. Like I would watch this if like even if he wasn't big like he is now. Like if it popped up on my recommended and I clicked on it, I would probably watch through at least half of it.
Yeah.
So it's good stuff, and the fact that he grinded and really believed in it, just that's why he went up. And that's why like once he like got one good video in there, it rolled.
It's so insane to think about. Like the difference between us like going to college, maybe becoming whatever normal corporate job or whatever, and us just creating content for people to indulge and enjoy and getting whatever that might bring, whether it's just enough food to like stay with your family, to eat, have a car to go meet up with other people to record with, or having a bulldog farm.
Yeah.
It's like, to even think about that being a feasible job is just insane.
It's exciting.
So that's why I'm not doing that like with the expectation of like this will be my job in the future. Like
but I mean, I also think in the back of my head like I'm believing in this. Like Papa always says,
no, like
you have to genuinely think that's gonna happen.
believe in it 100%. But at the same time, it's like I'm still going to go to community college for at least 2 years, get a brokerage license so that I can still like do real estate if nothing else works.
Yeah, no. But I'm definitely thinking once I get a little bit bigger and I feel like I'm confident in what I do, like I might just hit up like big YouTubers randomly. Like just try.
The second I get like 50 subs,
like even if they have like 20K or they have 100K subscribers, or even if they have 1 million, I'll just hit them up like, yo, you want to like do a video?
Yeah.
Like even if I shoot 1 million, one of them is gonna hit. Like you know how we're reading the book, and how was it Barnes or something wanted to be like Edison's partner?
Yeah.
And the fact that he saved up all his money, went to like his firm and like worked his way up is like he like invested like right when he thought it was necessary, like when he believed in it, he went in.
Yeah.
And it worked out. So I feel like it could be possible for me to do that. So when I hit 100, when I say like 200, I'm going in.
You're already going in.
And no, everyone in emails they're gonna see like, you know, collaboration. Like, let's do something.
Mr. Beast, like, hey,
like,
I don't know if you've heard, I'm on the block.
Watch out, we're doing a collab. Nope, not a challenge video, a collab. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Well, I think I can get it up there, especially if I get everyone at school to just watch me. That's like pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm just trying to do the series. I'd be sick. Like, I can see it. So you come on, Luca comes on, some soccer player, volleyball player.
Yeah.
And then maybe a female comes on.
No,
wow,
I could get
like
my friend Nick on too. Nick Whaley, he's a junior now, I think. He's a goalkeeper. He has like 10,000 followers on TikTok. Like, he could talk to you about that.
Okay. That's
like,
interesting.
We could go places with. They're like people that probably think they're too good to like come on here. Like Nicole Sahibi.
I don't know who that is.
No,
but
she has like 1 million followers on TikTok.
I don't give
That's
a fuck.
insane. Yeah, I know. But it's like, that's insane.
Yeah, it is. But at the same time, like, if you don't want to come on, fine. You're lost.
Yeah.
You were lost on the opportunity to get out with the biggest, you know, YouTuber out there.
Hey, for real though.
I mean, Calabasas probably, unless there's someone I don't know of that has like a insane YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah.
But maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But, you know, if I get a teacher on here, holy shit. Yo, like a teacher
Oh,
or like a female here or anyone that's
if you could talk to
outside.
Edsel, that'd be insane.
I've never had his class,
but he's like such like his mind
Really?
is like the perfect person that you want to talk to.
Hey, I might hit him
Because like he has amazing stories. He does everything for the right reasons.
I was telling Noah, Mr. Walker was someone like would be insane.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously he's not going to come because of health reasons. He's like 90 almost. No, he's like 80. But teachers would be sick because every student would probably watch that teacher. And if I get like, you know, some students that I know to like in our school to just like put on their private stories or whatever, then eventually like most of senior year would see it. That would be sick. Yeah, no, I was just looking at the video. That last podcast had like 1,500 minutes watched.
Jeez.
Like that, I'm looking at that and like it says average like 2 minutes because I post like 6-minute videos.
But that's insane. Still, like 1,000 minutes of that has been watched.
Yeah, 1,000. Oh,
like that's 3 times more than my entire channel.
You'll get there.
I know. I'm not like. It's not complaining. That's just like insane to think about.
I didn't expect to get. I mean, I know my family was supportive and like, you know, my mom's side of the family.
Hey, maybe Mojo watched it a few times.
Definitely, I put on the TV when my Mojo's watching. But I mean, now he's probably confused why people are coming to my house. So like, yo, what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know if there's a time you guys like want to have dinner or anything, but
no, I'm fine with whatever. My parents I don't know why they usually come downstairs and say.
I don't want to overstay my welcome or anything.
No, trust me. We're not. We eat dinner late, and you could even stay for dinner. We honestly don't care. I'm serious.
No, I gotta be home for dinner.
Oh, okay. Whenever you need to go, I'm like.
No, it's fine.
It's your choice. Like Noah stayed here until he literally had to leave because we just had that conversation. But it's whenever you need to leave because I can record all day. Whatever we're recording is just going to be posted. I don't really have to edit this because it's a podcast. But like, you know.
I mean, hey, I'm enjoying the conversation as well. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's fun. Like I feel like anyone who'd come on here would have fun talking.
It's also just like I didn't know you too well, and I knew that when I was coming here. So I was just like thinking of all these questions. I'm like, man.
Yeah, there's so much to know about someone.
But I just love meeting people, like understanding more about someone.
Yeah, same. No, after I did the one with Noah, well, I already knew him, but like there was so much I didn't know that I was like, wow, probably everyone at school has their own like unique story.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is just dynamic. Like even if I go to college, like you're saying how you might go to community college and you don't know. I don't know either, but my parents are pushing for a 4-year.
I mean, I've by far and above the grades to get to a 4-year.
Yeah, honestly at this point you could just go to a 4-year without grades or anything because the way it is right now, like colleges would welcome you to come in.
Yeah,
to be honest with you, even if it's like a high-end school,
but it's just if I don't know what I want to do for certain, I'm not going to go to somewhere where like, oh, so you're here, welcome. Write down what you want to do on this piece of paper. Yeah. That's what you have to do.
Oh, it pisses me off when it says, okay, well, what major are you thinking of? And there's not an option to say.
No, there's an undefined or undecided for most of them.
Sometimes you have to click other and then put undefined. But it's sometimes, I don't know, it's like, look, like, come on, you're a senior and you don't know what you want to do yet. Like,
yeah, but I've written one college essay and I probably put an hour's time worth of it.
The Hudson one?
The Hudson one.
I was like, wait, okay, yeah, no, I put like 20 minutes into that. How YouTube showed me how like creative the world is.
I didn't even look anything up. I'm like, okay, first of all, the example that she showed us was horrible. God awful. So for the people at home, it was an essay written about how this kid ruined his brother's life and how he accepted it and how it made him and his brother's relationship stronger.
Yeah, then he tell him that
and that was his personal struggle. That was his thing that he had to persevere through. Yeah. Him ruining his brother's life because he wasn't in a good place socially.
Then he didn't bring him out of the closet without him wanting to. Wasn't that the story?
He was the closeted one. So he just threw into the middle of it. Oh, well, being gay wasn't my biggest adversity.
Right.
It was ruining my brother's life. And I'm like, so colleges, because this wasn't a great story. This was just something that was really well written with a bunch of big words. And I said that. And our teacher, Miss Hudson's like, well, it's not just about the big words, but they would love to see you show your intellect through the language that you use within the essay. That just made me so sad. I'm like, this is why a bunch of rich kids are at Harvard.
No, you can honestly, I mean, allegedly, you can pay someone for like $50, write you like a banger. Allegedly.
Yeah.
That you could pay someone $50, write a banger essay.
Yeah. But I have to be very careful to who I talk about this too, because I'm like, college counselors are stupid. They shouldn't be allowed. It's so immoral. And they're like, well, I don't think it's that bad. Like, mine just advises me what to do.
Oh my God, no. I remember my friends had like a Zoom call. I was at their house and they were getting because they're twins.
Yeah.
And they're both getting counseled on what they should do. And they're like, well, have you filled out the form yet? And they're like, no, what form? And they're like, well, what are you doing? You're a little bit late already. You need to be filling out this form. You need to already be studying for the SAT. You're a little bit late. And they're like, it's like junior year. You're late. No,
I didn't even take the SAT or ACT.
I'm going to take it in the 6 weeks, and my dad is pushing me. He's like, come on, study. I'm like, okay, but they're not even going to look at it for college applications.
Well, I mean, UCs aren't allowed to anymore.
Yeah, so he was trying to go for a scholarship.
Yeah.
Where you do this, you might get a scholarship for $1,000.
There's so much you could do to get scholarships. So there's so many essays that no one writes because they don't think that they get chosen. Are chosen. My mom got thousands of dollars of scholarships just because no one else was doing it.
I might start starting writing random essays to random places.
But I don't want to put my time in that. I'd rather put my time into making a video for the day or
oh, definitely. I'm doing the same thing. My dad's pushing the SAT, but I haven't studied yet, and it's in 6 weeks. So
sorry. He's probably listening right now.
If he'll watch it, and he'll be like, Armand, come on, study.
I mean, I understand the importance of it, and I understand that it could help a lot with colleges, but the tests are extremely unfair. Because I know a lot of stupid people that hired tutors that helped teach it to them that did well on these standardized tests that don't deserve to go to these amazing colleges that they're applying to.
Right. And
I'm not naming any names, but I know a lot of stupid people that get good grades and have great ACT, SAT scores.
No,
they're not that smart.
It's just logic. You by just having this podcast is you're probably above most people just intellectually. But
I don't know. I do a lot of research, and my thought process is I know I'm not the most talented. I know I'm not going to have the most this or the most that. But I can work harder, and I can be as honest as possible throughout the entire process.
Yeah.
And I'm very opinionated, so sometimes I need to tone that down. When I'm rambling or ranting on my own, I turn that down. But the one with Luca, I woke up, went to work at 6:15.
You're ready.
Work ended at 12. Luca's like, hey, let's meet at 12:30. So I'm driving to Chick-fil-A. I grab my food, and then this schmuck is still not there. And he pulls up, and I'm like, have you ordered yet? And he's like, no. I lift up my cup to show him that I have my food, and he's like, all right, I'll go get it right now.
Yeah, but
so I was tired, so my brain just goes straight to how I feel and the raw emotion, oh my God. So
I was thinking about community college, genuinely, because I'm okay, you go 2 years, you have a guaranteed transfer to
and
most
it's also
schools.
You're gonna save possibly $100,000 depending on which school you choose. If not, you're at least saving like tens of thousands of dollars.
Minimum. And I was thinking, but like, I'm honestly going to go to college for the experience. Like, I don't care if it's Yale or if it's like UCLA or if it's just like University of Alabama or anything. Like, I literally don't care.
I'd stay away from the SEC schools though, like the Alabamas and Auburns.
I don't know. I don't know much about them, but like, I don't care. Like, what I'm trying to say is how much like prestige they are, or how much like their grade point average is high. So it's just like
if you get in, you're going.
Yeah, or like, well, it depends. If I get into multiple of them, then maybe I'll look at like the area around the school.
But or like tour the school or something.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, if I'm going to go to the school, I'll tour it. But I just want like the environment and the people more than I want the actual classes, because the professor from UCLA is the same professor at anywhere else. Like they're going to teach
more or less. If anything, you're going to get a more hands-on teacher at a smaller school, right? Because they're not there trying to make their book more popular, trying to elevate themselves. They're there to teach you.
Right. So for anything that really doesn't matter to me education wise, because I don't even know what I want to do if this doesn't pop off, but it will.
It will. No, it will. Like, I'm very confident that it will.
But if I just want to, even I could use college as like a platform to make videos. Those videos where you go up to people and you ask them like scientific questions and they don't know the answer. Like, hey, who was the first president? And then they're just like thinking about it. Yeah, that's like
Obama.
Like that seems so fun to be in like that kind
How many states are there in the United States? Well, 52, right? Because Puerto Rico's a state.
Yeah. But that feels like a good platform to make more people, more subscribers.
Meet more people, find more friends, network.
So that's the only reason why I'm like on the fence about community college, just because like it is still college, but the environment isn't like built.
No, of course. What I've convinced myself is if I'm going to college, I'm going to study, and that's the priority.
Okay.
So I want to get into the highest possible college that my grades and my extracurriculars or whatever will let me get into.
Yeah.
And that's probably not UCLA. Let's start.
No, this right here is like
get that off the bat.
Because you can put like video creator, video editor, lights manager. Just me putting lights right there is lights managing. Like just making sure that the light is angled in a way where the shadow won't. Hopefully it's not on my face. That would be embarrassing if it was.
Yeah.
But the shadow's not in my face is like good enough for lights managing. Like this itself, you could put the link to your YouTube channel on your resume. I might actually do that. Like, check it out. Subscribe. Imagine.
That could be how you get viewers, man. You just start like applying to random like Walmart every time you go. Y'all hiring?
I swear. Like I'm thinking I'm close to doing like most of my teachers that I have right now, like sending them a link to the YouTube video.
And then if they really like it, they'll like show the entire class.
I've done it to my culinary teacher. I don't know if she's seen it.
You already know Miss Hanson's going to show it during class.
Oh, yeah. Miss Hanson loves me. But I don't know why. She got mad when I co-reinforced. Yeah. Like something you're supposed to do. But it's like...
But we haven't learned that yet.
Right. So she got like, you don't need it on a pinch pot.
I'm just worried about mine blowing up.
No, that doesn't happen. It's just like a thing she says.
I had to restart it like 4 times because it wasn't big enough on the top. Like the bottom.
Oh, yeah. That's for points. That I would worry about. But all I do is just like I would smush the bottom like this. So it's like this, and it goes wide all of a sudden.
Yeah, but now it's good. We're chilling.
Yeah, but I wouldn't worry myself about ceramics that much.
I was so proud of myself for figuring that out.
I mostly just want to take it because if school starts, it's kind of fun sitting there working on ceramics, talking to people.
Yeah,
like that's what I loved about the class. Like not the actual ceramics, just sitting there talking to people while doing something is like.
All the rules she made us copy were pretty funny. They're like, no eating clay.
Yeah, because
don't
people
throw
actually
clay at
do
people.
that.
I just imagine like the football kids in the back of class like chucking their clay at each other.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But it's definitely that's the fun of it. Like doing stupid shit in high school. A lot of people just like to do that. I mean, I've never been the person to like do shit like that, but
you love being around it. Yeah,
I mean, I used to be like in 7th grade. I remember I would get up to like I liked because I would sit in the back. I don't know why, because I would talk a lot because I mostly knew what she was talking about. Not like I was like, oh, I'm too smart to learn this, but I just a little bit. But like I feel like I needed to have a conversation.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that though.
Yeah,
like
but
during
the
geometry,
teachers didn't like that.
Like even last year during math, like if I was tired, I had Mr. Hurwitz, old teacher, used to do computer programming. So he's standing in the front lecturing. I'm sitting in a desk because we have quadrants of 4. So my desk is right, my back faces him unless I turn around to take notes. Yeah. So if I want to take a nap, just keep my hand like that so it looks like I might be writing notes.
Yeah.
Put my hood on. I just knocked out like 3 or 4 times last year. And that's probably why I have like a B- in calculus right now. But
yeah, I don't know why you took the math class, honestly. I told this to Noah too, like you should just like are you in culinary? You should honestly just take that instead of calc. Like just like thinking about it, like looking at calculus and looking at cooking, like what's gonna help you more.
I only have 4 classes this year. 5 with soccer.
4 classes?
Yeah.
You have a home study.
Yeah, and I have 2 home studies in soccer.
Home studies.
Yeah, because I have soccer 7th period, I can have 2 home studies.
Oh, so you only have like 2 classes a day.
I have 1 class today.
Oh, so you could. I just said 3 because I thought you had classes.
No,
I didn't show up to my class either. But
what? we could have done this way earlier.
Yeah, okay, my bad. Because I didn't know. I thought you like when you said Wednesday. I was like, okay, so Wednesday after school is probably what he's thinking. So I just said 3, like okay after school, and he said 3:30.
Class at 9:45.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I thought you were busy till 3, so I'm like, I'll show up half an hour
well,
later.
that's just miscommunication. Well, I didn't know because I didn't think you had like no classes, like 1 class today and 3 classes. Okay, that's like
we were just assuming for each other. That's what happened.
Yeah, it's okay. Next time we ever do it again, then we know we can start earlier.
Yeah,
but that's just school right now is just not that fun. Like, I mean, you could talk. But, like, you can't have a conversation with anyone in your class. Because if you do, it's blasted down the microphones while the teacher's talking, you know?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm enjoying it. But just because, like, I don't have to drive, like, 10, 15 minutes in traffic to school every day. And, like, make that 10-minute walk from my car to class.
Oh, wow. What a hassle.
Yeah. Well, it's just, instead, I can, like, wake up at 6. I can go work out or something, take a shower. I still have time to do my homework before class.
And then get on. Yeah.
And then go on to class. And I'm like actually excited to be in class.
For me, it's like sleep. I'm going to sleep at 3 a.m., wake up at 8 a.m. or 8:36. I actually like wake up like 1 minute before class.
That's hella late though.
Like if you see me in Hudson, I'm literally like this still on my bed. Like I one time I just laid it on my pillow. I fell asleep
while we were going over the Shakespeare stuff.
I during the Inception, like we watched the movie Inception.
Oh, it's such a good movie.
It was a good movie, right? But like the first time she shared on a Discord. I don't know if that's illegal to share like a movie on a Discord. I mean, Allegedly.
Her name isn't actually Miss Hudson. This is just theoretically. This is the name for the teacher.
Right. Okay. So she was streaming a movie. The first half I saw, I was like, okay, pretty interesting. But I know like the good stuff happens towards the end.
Yeah.
But I slept. Like I fell asleep because I think I stayed awake till 4 a.m. for no apparent reason. Like I'm going on Instagram and like there will be an ad for a small YouTuber and I'll just click on it because I want to see what other people are doing and then I'll see, okay, this guy doesn't have like
and
good
then
titles.
You're comparing yourself.
Yeah, to them. And then these guys are like they might have like 3 videos. They might have like
so you're like hyping yourself up, like looking at all these small channels, like, hey, I'm better than
like
this.
You see the ad on Instagram and it says like 3,000 views under it, which is like someone scrolled past it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, how much does this? Because I might do it, right? So I'm thinking, okay, 3,000 people, and then I watch, and then like some videos, like okay, they have like 200 views. It's like okay, that's like pretty good. But it's also how old are these videos that you're looking at? Like, well, some of them were like a week ago, like maybe one was like a month ago, and it came up. But it was like sometimes it's music videos, sometimes it's like a video game video.
Yeah,
it's just a clip of them, like playing a game or something. It just pops up, and I'm like, I feel like I'm the only person who clicks on it. But when I see 4,000 views and I see like they're like 10 subscribers with like 3 videos, I'm like, okay, maybe. Like advertising on Instagram isn't the thing, right? And I'm just like I'm almost like doing research, but like exactly through like the app.
I mean, I would never pay for advertisement, no matter what level I'm at. Oh, I'm not gonna say never.
Yeah,
I might do it as a joke. Like if there's some sort of like meme that I'm gonna post and like advertise to people, that'd be pretty fun. But
okay, maybe, but I just thought, I was just looking because I was thinking about advertising, but I'll definitely do TikTok since you say like 1,000 is average. Like,
I mean, it's not average, but like that's like I don't have it downloaded on my phone anymore.
No, good.
But, like,
keep it off.
As far as like viral goes, like Luka Lovrich got one with like a few 100,000 views. Like, he has 69,000 likes on his account. Like, he's gone off, like, on 2 videos.
Yeah.
And the rest probably get, like, 50, 100, 51. Like, you get guaranteed, like, 50 views per.
Right. From random people.
And that's just, like, free exposure. And that's how I was looking. I'm like...
Yeah, I did think about TikTok.
Even if this doesn't, like, go viral, I'm trying to direct attention to my YouTube channel, which the link is in my bio. So anyone that sees my TikTok is going to see that if they look on my profile.
Right.
And I didn't get one sub from YouTube.
But, I mean, maybe if you do it a couple times.
Yeah, no, if I kept going, I'm very confident I could. But I also noticed I was getting, like, more headaches because I was on my phone all day, like, trying to, like, get this TikTok to, like, go viral.
Yeah.
Refreshing, seeing, like, is it gone?
We just need to, I heard you just need to, like, even, like, the stock market, like, you just have to, like, buy a stock and just let it sit.
Yeah.
If you keep looking at it, it's going to, like, drive you nuts.
I mean, I check, like, once a day. Or twice a day, like once the market opens, once the market closes, because you need to keep tabs on enough to know, like, oh, crap, it's gone up like $15 in the last 3 days.
Yeah.
Maybe I should sell now because this isn't sustainable.
It just depends. Some people like have those like percentage margins where they're like, okay, if it goes under 4% of what it was or whatever the percentage is, 10%, whatever, I'm selling instantly.
No, I was looking at that. Like Adar had like spreadsheets open of like graphs and medians for how people were buying and selling Stern. And he had like stonks. Stonks. And I'm like, you can post that, but if you're not actively keeping track over weeks, over months, over years, and you don't know how the industry works, you don't know what the basis is, you don't know if this is low for the company or if this is low because the company sucks.
Right.
Like, you need to know what you're investing in to the T for it to be a safe investment.
Yeah, you just need to believe in it. I feel like it's just believing in the company.
Because I know a lot of people that just gamble with it. Like, they're investing in something. If it goes up, oh, I'm so smart. If it goes down, this stock does not exist. I never bought this.
Right, yeah, it is. Well, it is gambling in a sense. Even if you buy a stable stock, it's still gambling.
Yeah, of course.
You could lose all of it.
There's a better chance that you'll have it work out and that it will at least go up with inflation. Especially if you have a very diverse thing, like you invest like one stock, this company, this, all the way down.
Yeah.
And then that mitigates the risk that you're taking. So instead of like putting all like $50 you have into one big stock, you could put 10 in smaller stocks. Yeah. Not like that per se. Like instead of putting 500 into one like $500 Tesla stock, you could get like a $50 like whatever you choose, like Nike is probably around $50, Puma something within there. Like you could choose relatively safe options and just diversify like a bunch of different industries so that you know that your money will be safe in the market.
Yeah.
Because there's a chance that your $500 Tesla stock is worth $0 tomorrow because Elon dies in a car crash. No one's there to lead the company. Armageddon started. Like, there's a chance that anything could happen, and that's what makes the stock market such a hard thing to understand. But it's also, like, I've listened to different people and how they, like, invest, and I understand that what I'm doing isn't what most people do because it's not the safest option. But my portfolio has gone up by 50% since the beginning of quarantine. Like, the stocks that I've invested in, like, I bought before the lowest low, so and like, it's still up, like, $20 a stock. Yeah.
Around there? Okay.
Because that's like when the first hit happened, I'm like, it's not going to go lower than this. In like a month, we'll be back open, and then this will double or triple what it is now. No,
but I mean, you made the right choice, but I just don't know because everything is kind of rising. Yeah. But I feel like more tech companies are rising a lot faster than any other thing.
Well, there's a bunch of outside factors that could affect it too. Like right now, it's probably not a good time to invest because the election's about to happen.
Oh, yeah.
So whenever a big political issue happens, like the stock tends to go down. Because if you're investing in a company in a certain country like the U.S., your money isn't safe unless the country's safe and nothing's changing. So if there's dramatic change within that company, that stock value is going to decrease because you don't know if that company is going to be there in another few years.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, definitely wouldn't invest. I would probably wait until January minimum to start again. But even then, the prices might be too high.
I don't know. It's a weird world we're in, man. It's so weird.
It is, but I mean, it's kind of fun. I'm enjoying it.
I'm kind of living for it. Because I just have so much more free time now. So I can, like, have time to do
Yeah,
YouTube.
but no, now it just shows you how much school is like a waste, like not a waste of time.
No, but it is like,
but like it takes up extra time that you don't need to be there.
Like we go on to Hudson for like an hour of the hour and a half block tops. Like sometimes 30 minutes, and that's it. Most of my classes are like that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming yours are the same.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's like instead of wasting 30 minutes doing some busy work assignment in class, we just don't have to do that. Or if there's some sort of assignment that we need to work on, we do it at home. We get it done on our own time. That's up to us.
Yeah, that gives us more freedom.
It should be.
Yeah, gives us the freedom to manage our own time. Like I just turned in an assignment for Papato late. Mm-hmm. Like what was that, like investments in you thing? I looked at the call. I was like, oh, it's past date. And I was like, okay, well, that's what I get for stalling the whole day. But
I'm just making sure Mojo didn't knock the microphone out.
No. It would have felt...
I saw the cord move a bit, so I'm like, Mojo!
No, I don't think he's going to do that, but... I mean, he's tripped on it before once. He's not really used to it that much yet.
Have you thought about what sort of pets you want to get when if you move out, you're on your own?
Probably just dogs.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't like cats. I'm very against cats.
I'm not against cats. It's just there's certain type of cats. Dogs too. Like there's some dogs where like they'll go crazy if they stay at home for this long. So it just depends what type of person you are. Mojo's like a stay-at-home dog. He tells us when he wants to go outside to pee, or he pees on the little pad outside the door, and like that's pretty much it. But some dogs like they need to go outside, or they'll start like ripping the couches or like going crazy. Same thing with cats. There's some cats that just like leave your house.
And then they'll come back when it's time to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I don't like cats. Unless you're feeding them.
There's some cats that they stay at home and they're almost like a dog, but like they just like to like chill out. They won't like come like to pet like they don't come towards you to pet them, but like they'll just stick around you. It just depends what type of pet you want. Some people like parrots, like birds are kind of cool for them because I don't know, like especially like the ones that repeat.
Hey, different strokes for different folks, man. That's what I always say. But I'm not a parrot person. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want a bird flying around my house, shitting everywhere.
I mean, it's in a cage usually.
Even if it's in the cage, then I feel bad because I'm caging this animal that's meant to fly around a jungle.
But you could train birds to like pee in their cage or like poop in their cage.
Yeah, then you could train dogs to pee on pads, and you can make everything work if you want to. But I'd feel bad having a bird in my house, like knowing how a bird is.
Yeah.
Like a dog, I'm okay with because I know I can like pet the dog and make the dog happy, give the dog affection, give the dog love.
You don't think the parrot also just wants affection, like like some birds are just domesticated at this point, where like not just like a street pigeon, but like
I don't know. That's getting into like Tiger King level of domestication in my mind.
Really?
Because like a parrot seems like such an exotic animal that just deserves to be in the wild and live on its own. Like
they're not like a parrot, but like a peacock or like a
peacock would be sick. One of my friends got home from work and there was just a peacock on his roof, and I'm like, that's hype.
What?
Yeah,
that's sick.
I know. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know they lived here, but
that's cool. But no, I just thought like eventually they'll get used to it, and they would just want your affection.
Yeah.
But I really don't know. I mean, I've seen people have snakes too, where they just sit in like a little glass things, but like what does snakes even do?
Why would it's like the people that have spiders as pets? It's like why do you want this in
just
your
like it?
I know some people like it, but I can't understand that personally. Like I was on a hike with my parents. We did a 12-mile loop around the Oaks.
Oh wow, okay.
I was dead by the end. Long story short, two rattlesnakes. The first one was halfway through. We just heard it start rattling in the bush. We all sprinted like 50 yards. And like my parents are not in shape. That's the first time I've seen them run in God knows how long. But they were going. And then the second one, there was like this was the last hill on the hike. This was like a 2,000 like elevation change feet hike.
Jeez.
I'm so done with this. Like everything in me hurted. So I'm like speed walking up this last hill. I see a little shortcut at the last turn. So I'm like, I'm taking that shortcut. And I step next to this rock. And I hear a hissing noise, and I see this snake start going back and forth. I saw it. The first one we didn't see. I saw this snake. It was like that long, coiled up that big, and I saw it going. It's like I sprinted up that hill. I sprinted. Every part of me was so dead and so tired and so sore, and I sprinted.
Yeah, it's just
and I stayed there at the top to make sure my parents didn't take that shortcut. Because that snake was massive.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised your parents could do 12 miles. That's insane, actually.
My dad does a 6-mile hike every morning.
That's crazy. My dad can't do that.
He wakes up at 6 and he'll like walk up the hill and do like a small portion of that hike. And it's like 1,000 feet of elevation, goes down, up, down,
That's
walks
crazy.
back through Parkway, Calabasas. So it's...
I
I did it with him for the first week of school, and then I'm like, I'm not cutting off an hour of sleep to do this hike every day.
Yeah, well, it's just some people want to do different things. Like I was thinking, like, you know, with going to the pool every day. Like,
Yeah.
What I'm trying to do is in my mind, like, I don't want to be muscular.
Yeah,
with
but
big
at least like
shoulders,
stay in shape.
Yeah, no, but I also want like to be a little bit lean, like like a little bit built, but like not muscular.
Yeah, that's kind of
like swimmers are like that almost.
Almost why I've going on, depending on what angle.
Yeah, no, but you got it. I'm like right now I'm okay, but maybe a little bit muscle would be okay.
Yeah,
just to like a little bit more defined. But I don't want to have big shoulders or big muscles. I kind of feel like it's
especially like those neck muscles that some kids get. Like,
it could be good for posture, but like at some point it gets weird where it gets like huge
I'd
here.
rather have bad posture than like have that.
It's like a bump on their shoulder almost. It's kind of weird, but I mean, people let them do what they want to do. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say, don't get big shoulders.
Yeah, but the only reason why my dad's so healthy now is because he had to go get a stint. Like, he had a heart surgery, I want to say, like, during June.
Oh, really? Why?
Yeah, because his heart just hasn't been working well for the last few years. And this is through, like, almost 50 years of just horrible diet. Like, he was known as Big Hose when he was a kid. And that's because he could scarf down, like, In-N-Out hamburgers. Like, he'd show up and have, like, 4.
What is his nickname?
I don't know why it's Big Hose. His younger brother's a Little Hose. I don't know if that has anything to do with this, but I was just like, Big Hose scarf because
maybe something
his
else.
license plate, the thing that goes around the license plate holder, is Big Hose knows Big Macs. Because as a kid, he just scarfed down food.
Yeah.
And like he works as a CPA, so like that's super stressful work, all the numbers and stuff. Again? A certified public accountant.
Oh, okay.
So like running numbers. So he's just ate like garbage for 45 years. And it got to the point like a few weeks before the surgery where on a flat like half-mile walk, he'd have to like take breaks.
Oh, okay.
Like we'd have to stop like halfway through.
Yeah.
So he gets the surgery. And the doctor's like, you lucky shit. Because he had 99% blockage in his arteries. Like, he was, like, probably, like, a large thing of fries and a hamburger away from, like, having a heart attack.
That's insane to think about. Where you're like, okay,
I keep convincing myself that I'm never going to let go of my fitness and my health. And I know I'm not going to be able to stick with that.
I mean, I might go into the pool after we record this because I haven't gone a week and I feel horrible about it.
I'm supposed to be running right now.
Oh, really? Oh, for like
because we have soccer practice Monday, Friday. So Wednesday he wanted us to do like a dribbling drill and a go run.
Well, I mean, your vocal cords got a nice exercise.
Oh my god, we did like barely any running Monday, and I've been so sore since Monday. Like yesterday, getting out of bed for class, like just to sit up, like my butt muscles hurt. Like, my legs hurt. It was
the first time
I was
after
supposed
a while.
to be conditioning this whole time, and I was like when it was like 10:10 out, like I was going on like 5-mile runs, and then. One day, I was going on one of those runs. I was like on Parkway Calabasas doing my thing, 50 like feet from where I stopped my last sprint because I do circuits like walk, sprint.
Yeah.
And I can see it. So my face is up looking at the end. Yeah. Long and behold, there's like a chunk of road that got like hit up from a pothole like that big. Okay. That big. And my ankle just perfectly goes on top of it and I roll over.
That's so tough.
And I collapsed. I collapsed. And I didn't like get any bruises or anything from that, thankfully. But like my ankle was screwed up for like 5-6 days. So I couldn't run anymore. So I just like felt the stamina leave my body.
Yeah, no, it's just once you start going, you have to go. Like
we have to do everything at school with masks now. Like if we're practicing, we're doing anything, we need to be wearing masks.
I don't know why that's a thing.
And I think that's why my body was so horrible after, because for half of that workout,
you're not getting oxygen.
I was keeping the mask on, making sure, because even though we're like more than 6 feet away, happily socially distanced.
Definitely. And soccer too.
We were forced to wear the mask the entire time. Like, there was a lady not wearing a mask, walking around the field, telling people to put their mask on. Like, the person in charge of, like, the health and stuff. Like, her mask was under her chin. She was doing laps, and she's yelling at everyone else to social distance, put their mask on. Like, I kid you not, the funniest thing. And so, it's just, you're breathing in the carbon dioxide that's stuck in your mask. Yeah. And you're not getting, like, a fresh breath of air. And even the oxygen it's getting through the mask, it's, like, such a small amount.
Yeah, I know. Some people say, oh, well, but you can still breathe. It's even people like, oh, but I can't breathe comfortably. And then they make fun of them. But you actually can't.
But the football team's not wearing masks when they're practicing.
Whoa. I'm trying to get football people on here.
I'm not saying anything.
No. Okay.
But they're not wearing masks. And they're doing the same conditioning, if not less. Like, the track team's wearing masks. They only doing sprinting.
Yeah, they only run.
They're like running hundreds, 400s, 1600s around us, and they're forced to keep their mask. And every time, like, one of my friends took his slightly off, he was getting yelled at from the top by his coach, and he's like, "Hey, put your mask on," from across the field. And I'm like, that's horrible.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I mean, football does make them a lot of money as a sport. Like,
but we're a public school.
Yeah, it still makes them money though.
But that shouldn't be how the school functions. Like, as a superintendent, our superintendent, the head of the school, the head of all the schools in the district should be like equal, same thing for everyone. Because every sport but football gets treated the same.
Yeah, that's true.
And football's just doing their own thing. It's just...
Yeah, well, it's because...
I know why it
happens. I'm pretty sure.
I'm not mad. Like, I'm not happy about it, but I understand it.
Yeah.
And that's probably how I describe 90% of things in this world.
No, yeah, they make money off it because they're pretty sure they're sponsored by
like the D'Amelios and Addison Rae, her podcast deal, and all that stuff.
You're still triggered about
that. Did you hear the D'Amelios are getting a reality TV show?
Listen,
for what? For what? So their parents can be like, look at our beautiful daughters.
Listen, they're trying to ride the wave as long as they can.
They're trying to get as much money as possible right now. Like the Charlie at Dunkin', if you go and get a drink. Have you heard about that?
No.
She has her own drink at Dunkin'. You go and ask for the Charlie, and you get the Charlie D'Amelio coffee.
Jeez. Okay.
Like, they're getting so much money.
But I don't understand.
And I respect it. Good for them. They're getting what they can out of their situation right now. So even if they're not popular in, let's say, a year, they have enough money to be living in a nice house and have food. And as long as they don't make horrible investments, they could ride off that wealth for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, think about it. When Jake and Logan Paul were huge on YouTube back in, 2016? They were huge.
They were ginormous. Like, I used to watch some of his videos because they are so entertaining.
Right.
Like, the Logan Paul... Did you see his video when they went to Venice?
No one was that.
You have to go watch that because, like, it was so insane. Like, they're just looking at everything like, that's a building in the water. Like, being stupid American tourists. Like, they were jumping inside of the river, coming out, fighting each other, yelling at all the Italians.
Yeah, they were making insane
They were
money.
wild, but it was so entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is how Logan screwed up twice and was able to come back from the most horrible screw-ups he could. Like, he recorded a dead person who committed suicide in the suicide forest, and then he came back from that and made millions upon millions in that fight with KSI and the second fight with KSI.
Yeah.
And now he's going to fight Floyd Mayweather. Like, that's insane.
Talking about that, I don't think he's going to make it out of that alive. No, he will make it alive, but
I don't know.
I don't think he can win. I mean, yeah, Floyd is kind of old.
Of course he's not going to win. It's all for money. Even if he loses, you know how much money he makes from
Yeah, but, like, there at some point, like, you have, like, a reputation. I mean, not like he has one, and he's ruined it multiple times.
You have a reputation.
Like, Floyd Mayweather, like, okay, fine, you want to fight him, but that shouldn't be, like, after KSI, you just lost to KSI.
You know what Floyd's going to do? Mop the floor with his dog.
Yeah, I know. That's like
he's gonna be on the ground within a few rounds.
Yeah, I know. KSI is like he's in shape, but like right now I watch his videos a little because it's kind of entertaining, and he's like not in shape because he's like just bulked and he hasn't worked out. Yeah, but like he's just a random YouTuber.
He won, and he's enjoying it, and he makes music. Like seriously makes music.
Yeah, no, his music is decent.
It's not
better.
Horrible. I like some of his older stuff more than like the newest album that came out, but that's off topic.
Yeah, but
it's just insane.
He's doing big things, and like he's just a random YouTuber, and like Logan, like I mean, we can say barely lost to him or whatever points, but I thought KSI was winning the whole time. But besides the fact is to jump to Floyd Mayweather, yeah, it's a big name, but
it's just
you can't.
It's a cash grab.
You can't.
But that's the same thing as like Mayweather versus McGregor. Like McGregor had no business boxing.
Yeah.
Like it's not what he was used to. It's
but
not what
still,
does.
he was still physically like he was in the department of athletics.
Yeah.
So he had the body built, kind of.
And he had the reputation for it.
Right.
Like, they made so much money.
Oh.
Like they each made hundreds of millions from that fight.
Jesus, isn't there a picture of him where it's just like a table full of like just stacks of bills?
Probably.
Isn't that Floyd Mayweather? I'm pretty sure it's either Mike Tyson or Floyd Mayweather, where it's a picture of him just like with his arms crossed and just like, this whole like this table big stacks of $100 bills.
I'd make such entertaining content if I had that much money.
Well, then you'd be like a Mr. Beast then.
Like I'd fly around in a private jet and just pick up people in different countries and drop them off wherever I wanted.
Yeah, but I mean, people that do that, they just go on a plane. Oh, I got a first class seat on Emirates, and they just sit there and like,
great food. The Casey Neistats of the world.
Yeah, but I mean that's content too.
Did you see he's uploading again? You watch him?
I used to.
He's uploading again. He's using the most clickbait like titles as if he's divorcing his wife, like every video.
But I mean, he let him do it. I mean, he already had money. I don't know what he's doing. He's just doing it for the fun, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think he started to go a little low on funds, if I'm being honest.
I mean, depends how much.
It's like how super like rock stars of back in the day like retire and then 20 years later reunion tour.
Yeah, but that's also because the money they made at that time is worth so little now. Inflation wise,
they spent so much of it.
That too, but think about it. Like, let's say like on a show like 10 years ago, they would make like $200K, and now someone if they do a show, they're making like $500,000, depending on the artist. But I'm just saying like
if I'm making $200K a show.
Okay, yeah, but I'm talking about like a well-known band.
I think nowadays they're making $200K a show.
Okay, but back then they would make like $100K, or they'd make.
Yeah, because you need to pay everyone that's there, all the security, all the different people. The venue takes their chunk. The management company, the producers take their chunk.
Yeah.
So the artists, $50 to $100K per show, which still
good
insanity.
Money. Good money for like I don't know, like 5 hours.
And what they do, like 50 different locations. Some of them, like Avicii, did like 340 shows in like 200 days. Yeah. I might have butchered the numbers horribly, but that's like the ratio. Yeah. Like he did more than one show a day.
That's crazy.
For like a year.
That's insane. But I mean, he made his money.
Hey, rip Avicii, real quick. Big man.
I don't know him, but R.I.P. I guess.
You never heard of Avicii?
No.
What? You're insane. You haven't heard of Avicii?
Oh, maybe I have heard of music.
The DJ. He like remixed a bunch of songs. You're gonna have to look it up after.
I might have heard something from him, but
no, you've definitely heard some of his music. Like it's all over the place in different like compilation videos on YouTube or whatever. Like they'll use like his music because it like hypes people like EDM sort of like remixes.
Oh, okay. Then I probably heard at least one from him, but I just didn't know.
Yeah.
His name.
You don't know Avicii.
Okay, I probably do, but I just don't know his name was Avicii.
You didn't hear about his documentary on Netflix or anything? Like, you don't keep up with that?
I just told you, I don't watch Netflix. I'll get a guy that watches YouTube.
I watch a bunch of YouTube, but you're telling me during quarantine you weren't like, let's branch out. I watched like 3 or 4 different series during quarantine.
I didn't know.
I'm not going to name any of them because you probably didn't watch them.
Probably not.
Did you see Tiger King?
No.
That
just seems smart. I saw a trailer for it.
It was wild. It was wild.
People were on it for a while. I think the last thing I've seen on Netflix, I watched that Social Dilemma thing, which I talked about.
Yeah.
But besides that was like Avatar, because I just grew up with that show.
I love Avatar.
And the more I watch like old cartoons, I'm like, wow, everyone's the cartoons nowadays. Wow,
this was so great. Why didn't we watch this before? And I'm like, it's been around. Just because Netflix got it doesn't mean you.
Yeah. Honestly, other countries Netflix had it before.
Yeah.
Like, wherever.
It's such a shit show though. Do you use like VPNs and stuff?
People tell me like go to this country's Netflix. They have this show, but I don't care enough to do that. I mean, it's only $8 a month. We have it, so my parents usually would watch a random movie, but like you need like a laptop for VPN. You can't like do it on like a smart TV.
Yeah, I mean, I have like a free VPN, but I only get like 200 megabytes per day, so I only use it to like access certain like websites or whatever.
I didn't think they would. I
don't have a VPN.
It's illegal?
No. Maybe.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it's illegal per se, but I think it's one of those things where like there aren't specific laws against it, so it's not technically legal.
Okay, we'll just say allegedly he has a VPN.
I mean, but almost everyone has a VPN.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And uses it for something.
That's what I'm thinking. Like everyone has it, so what use? But like even though you get ExpressVPN always on, it's like
or NordVPN,
anything.
They're all over the
place.
place.
So I don't think they can be advertising if it was illegal. So I think it's legal. But I didn't know they restrict you megabytes wise.
No, I mean I have a free one. I don't have like an unlimited one, so it's different. It's included with the firewall protective thing that I use on my computer. I have Bitdefender, if you know what that is. Oh. Yeah, so they give me like a free.
I mean, I use like programs like because there are always good free ones out there.
Yeah,
free ones. That but Photoshop was a great purchase. Yeah, $300. It was an insane purchase.
I got you.
But I'm gonna have to cut that out. That's gonna come by me.
No.
Imagine my whole YouTube would say that all.
No, but it's all allegedly. You know.
Yeah, okay.
No, because you're speculating. There's no proof of it. Like, you could be lying about every word that you've said today. I could be lying about everything I've said today.
Maybe, but
I could be talking about Workhorse for my own personal benefit if stock speculation. Like, you know how Elon goes sometimes and he's like, oh, Tesla stock's a little high today. And then it drops by a few $100.
Yeah, I saw that tweet. He tweeted that once. It sounds like you just made me lose like $500.
And he'll like respond like, lol.
Yeah, he doesn't care. But that's
why I don't think Tesla's a great investment, because Elon's gone on record saying it like he's not doing it for money. He's doing this because he wants humanity to start like bettering itself and going into that network and start to like actually make a difference for itself. That's the same reason why he's doing SpaceX. It's not because he needs money. He's one of the co-founders of PayPal. He doesn't need money.
Yeah. PayPal's still running really well.
Yeah. Well, and then there are all the like other ones like Cash App and Venmo.
Right, but they're like nowhere near what PayPal is.
Yeah, no,
like,
of course.
Every website, if you go and order something, it's either pay with card or pay with PayPal. Yeah. Like, if you want some other thing, like Cash App is like down there in terms of like services for paying for things.
Have you looked at the YouTuber creator thing, like where you start getting paid after 1,000 like subs?
It's 1,000 subs
and 1,000 hours watched.
4,000 hours.
4,000?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was 1,000 or something like that.
No, I think it's 1,000 subscribers. I think it's 1,000 subscribers in 12 months or in.
I'll look at. I don't think there's a time limit on it per se.
Because I was reading it and in the fine print it said it has to be within. I think the watch hours have to be in 12.
All right, that's fine.
In 12 months.
That's more than doable.
Because they don't want like over like 5 years you got like 4,000 hours.
So, let's see, YouTube TV paid memberships. Turn on incognito. Ooh, I could do that.
It's not. I don't think it shows on the mobile version.
Yeah, I don't think it does either.
But I'm pretty sure. I know it's 4,000 hours watched for sure, and it's 1,000 subs.
Yeah.
But it's honestly like, hey, I'm like almost a tenth of the way there.
So. No, all my apps are still open. I never close out of stuff. Like I know some people that like every time they use their phone, they're just every app's gone. Get rid of it.
Yeah, but that's why I keep saying but that. What am I saying? I don't know what's wrong with
I don't know. Do you check your phone a lot to like check on view counts and stuff? Just to like see how your videos are doing? I
used to when I first month I would like every hour I would check the views go up, but like that last podcast I just put it up and I checked it like I don't know, like first time like 5 hours it got posted and then like I don't know, like once or twice, and I checked it like today.
Yeah.
But like I'm starting to be like I'm just gonna put it out there.
Not care as much. Just
not look at the stats.
You make your content. You're happy with your content. You post your content.
Yeah, I don't want to really look at the stats because then I'm gonna be thinking like I look at it, says 25% of people aren't.
It's so hard not to watch though.
Yeah, because it's all real time. Like it updates instantly.
No, it doesn't update real time. Like it's not that accurate, but like every few hours, like sometimes, they'll send you your new data. Yeah.
But like sometimes it shows you who's watching a video while you're looking at the stats.
Yeah, that's insane to think about.
But I just look at it and I just think like, okay.
It's the first thing I check when I wake up.
Yeah, no, I don't do that. Well, I can't say that.
Because
I used to, but
if I'm sleeping for 8 hours, then it's like someone might have subbed. I need to check.
Yeah. Well, I have YouTube notifications on. If they have a public account, it'll just tell me.
But most people don't have a public account. Like I can only see 4 of the 14 people subscribe to me.
Yeah, but I just put it out there and I just leave it there. And, it's good content.
Hey,
I know it's good content.
That's the way it should be.
This is good content.
Yeah. No, like, this is beautiful.
Yeah, I know.
Even if, like,
I didn't think it would last this long.
Yeah, but the way you could go about it is, like, you could have this raw 3-hour podcast that people could choose to listen to or not. And then you could do what everyone else with podcasts does. You take, like, an 8-minute clip about something. So we're not just, like, don't need to watch all 3 hours to hear about Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I could do that. Definitely, because I saved my videos, I think.
Well, I saved some of them, but it's just like I don't want to start slowing down my computer with like hours and hours of footage.
Yeah. So like, I was thinking about putting
my thought process is like as long as they're on YouTube, like the footage is there, and I can come back to it.
Like, because if I record on my phone, I'll like transport it to my computer, then I'll delete it off my phone. But my computer has decent storage. I realize this processor on this computer is complete garbage, so I'm gonna have to get like it's really old.
Yeah, I just got a new computer because I'm like, all right, I'm about to go into college. I'm not using this Acer all year to go on to school.
I did find a good like $500 laptop, probably, but not Mac. I'm not a Mac person.
Well, because I've been working since like all summer. I was working like 5 to 6 days, so I got the $3,000 I need to pay for my car insurance. And then I'm like, all right, whatever else I get, if I get enough money for a laptop, I'm getting like decent, like good specs laptop that won't break down after a year. Because like long term, I want this to last me through college, assuming I go to college. If not, it's like something I can use on the go to edit. It has good enough processing to render a video in less than 6 hours.
But like rendering like that last podcast took me an hour, and then uploading it is like 3 hours.
It took an hour for you to render like 2 hours of stuff.
To render after editing, because there's some parts that like you didn't want
cut out or whatever.
Yeah, something's personal. But I like to upload it to YouTube was like the biggest struggle. It was like 2.5 hours. Oh my god. And he wanted to see the raw footage before I uploaded it, just in case. So I had to like transport it to Google Drive. That took me 3 hours.
You know how I was talking to you about how my like one upload was taking like 24 hours? So when I was rendering it, I was accidentally converting it into like some form of script. So instead of uploading the video at like 2 gigabytes, it was uploading like a 36 gigabyte script. Jesus. And the video still came out. Like it was still like the video. You could still watch the video. It still looked like what it was supposed to look like. But it just expanded to some extortionate amount for no reason. So I had to like change the format so it's always like coming out as an MP4 so I can just drag it over and post it. But it's like if you don't know what you're doing, like it's so easy to screw up and not know how you screwed up. Yeah,
but that like beginning was like just YouTube and Reddit was like the best source of help, to be honest. Like Reddit especially. Like people clown on Reddit for being like
like bad information. Reddit's a really good source for like certain things. Yeah, if you like know how to use it.
It's like personal experience. Like some things that won't be on the support page. Or like the troubleshoot page.
If you don't find something on YouTube, like you're gonna find someone with the exact same problem that you're having, no matter how minute it is. Like there's someone in Norway that knows how to install your fridge.
It's a great place for like stuff like this, where it's technological, or if it's like tech, machinery. There's always people for that. But like, I mean, I didn't think this podcast would last this long, to be honest.
You underestimate me, I think.
Yeah, I did kind of a little bit. We had a lot to talk about. I feel like it was a good podcast.
Hey, I think this will do all right.
No, definitely. It should do as well as the last one did. As long as you put on your story, you got like 20 people from there.
I got you. No, I might put on the main one. Because then if they want to find my channel, they like go into your description, they read through, they're like, oh.
Yeah, and Kyle has one too. Yeah, he's like, wait a minute.
I don't want to advertise my channel to everyone out there yet. Like, I'm not at that level where I'm like, this is good enough for everyone to see, and it's not like, oh, well, I posted a video today. This is my first video. Like it up, guys.
Yeah, that's what I did too. I think it was like my 8th video. I finally put it on my story, which was the 50 subscriber video. Like,
because then people are like, oh, he already has stuff going. He's uploaded a bit.
It's not like, he's starting off. He doesn't know what he's doing, editing wise and volume wise. I was like mixing up the audio. Cause it just takes time to get used to. But after like the first few, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Like you're starting to get used to it. Like your mukbang was higher quality than like your first 4.
Yeah. Well, it's also like just looking at the camera the entire time. So hard to get into your head.
Yeah, but like this, you don't have to look at it.
Yeah, but at first it was so weird for me to like just see the camera, look at the camera, and know that I'm looking at the camera and doing what I'm supposed to do. Whereas I was just like, it felt weird talking to the camera and looking at it. Mm-hmm. And like every time someone walked by, I'd almost like want to turn the camera so people can see me.
Yeah, I was doing that too when I was vlogging. I need to start like not caring what people think.
Yeah, but now at this point, it's just like I don't know.
I mean, it's definitely like, hey, I'm talking to you. Like I wouldn't have done none of this if I'd never started the channel.
Yeah.
Like now I'm interacting with people.
Yeah, this is insane though. But this is just like to look back on, like if either of us go famous, like the only reason why I like actually started my channel was because I saw your video posted that 50 sub swam. If he's going for it, I should go for it.
Yeah, thank you though. But that's good. At least, hey, if you pull up, I'll be like, hey, I kind of inspired that.
No, I'll be like, 50% of the credit goes to Arlen. I had the idea, but I wasn't ready to do it, and he was sending it.
You don't have to give me 50%. Even if it's like a fraction of a percent, I'll be like, okay.
I go famous. You are getting collabs whenever you want.
Let's go, baby. So then I'll be at least at a decent sub count. Mm-hmm. Say, so if one of us fails, the other is like, hey, we got like a backup.
Insurance, baby.
Well, yeah. Should I end the podcast? You have anything else to say?
No, I think we're good for now.
You want to save it for the next one?
Hey, leave it for a mukbang,
Okay. So if you guys enjoyed the third episode of Air's Pod or Podcast, I might change the title to Podcast. Sorry. That's okay. Subscribe, like the video. Remember, Kyle's channel is in the description. First link in the description. Not like I have like more than one link. First link in the description.
Hey, go check out his Instagram. It's gonna be at the bottom of the description. And there might be a link like up there. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, the card is. It's like you were probably pointing in that direction. I'm gonna forget. That's gonna look really embarrassing. But if you like,
if he forgets, I'll comment it in the
I'll bottom. Add it in later. But like, subscribe, comment. What was your favorite part of the podcast? If you made it to the end. What was the last thing we talked about? I'm testing you right now. What was the last thing I talked about?
And should I come back?
Yeah, should he come back?
Am I a worthy guest, or did I just botch this entire thing?
Anyways, guys, hope you have a good day. Enjoying this, doing your homework, doing whatever. And we'll see you in the next one.